until the time I am Black business. I am Black business. Are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black America in North Carolina. Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-380-9090. I am Black business. I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep, I am Black business. I am Black business. Are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black America in North Carolina. Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-380-9090. I am Black business. I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep, I am Black business. I am Black business. Are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black America in North Carolina. Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-380-9090. I am Black business. I am Black business.
Absolutely. So our coaching program help people that have the lack of time, that lack strategies, and lack the confidence to go after their dream life. So we help them implement tools. We help them implement, I love to leave the inherited lack of finances or the education behind finances. But it wasn't until I lost my firstborn, my only son, that life changed for me. And where I was going after it all, living the corporate life, hit my 6-figure income, and living in my dream house with my dream man, driving my dream car.
Wow.
I nearly lost it all.
Wow.
When I lost my son. And so I realized it only takes one financial catastrophe that can change your entire life. That's what made me start All New Beginnings. Because no matter what's going on in life, there's a new beginning. And because of that, we develop a program called Wise Minded. My little slogan is, don't just dream it, let's live it. If they want to connect with you or work with you, what is the best ways for them to be able to do that? Well, for my social media guru, you can connect with me on every single social media platform as Tanya T.
Artist to me is a creative expression of something from nothing. You know, it explodes onto the canvas, or it explodes on in my work. One of the things that I try to do more than anything is I try to just give the lines and the movements and emotions and expressions into what I do. Art really means to me a chance to express how I feel deep down inside. Most of my art begins as a thought that I might have, you know, whether it's sports, whether it's history, whether it's pretty much starts as an idea of thought before I get into the actual image of what I'm going to draw. I do a lot of historical pieces. I was a history minor in college, and I love to do history pieces. And a lot of times I'm thinking about history, and then I try to make that history impact you as you look at it. That's one of the reasons I do pictures so large. People ask me, why do I do the pictures so big? And I tell them, I want the piece to impact them as they're looking at it, to kind of dominate them, dominate their space. And most of my pieces I try to do off page. I don't try to do anything that's going to be in those four corners or in a square. And I want your imagination to be a part of the piece that you're looking at.
This is Dr. Arnold T. Petsworth. He's the owner of Petsworth Vet World, a veterinary clinic in Hopton, Connecticut. His patients include dog, cat, frog, fish,
Goldie?
dog, and this alpaca. Due to doctor-patient confidentiality, we can't tell you their names. Business at Vet World was steady, and then quarantine hit. Neighbors brought new four-legged friends into their homes. Bunnies. Bunnies everywhere. Dr. Petsworth welcomed these new patients with open arms. The only problem? There were more appointments than he could manage. That's when Dr. Petsworth turned to his American Express business card, which offers spending potential that's built for his changing business needs. He decided to hire a new assistant, Julio, and with spending power built for business purchases, he used his card to furnish a new exam room. Together, Dr. Petsworth, Julio, and American Express Business made sure all the pets of Hopton got the love and care they deserve. And everyone was happy. Get the card built for business by American Express.
Follow the Brand TV broadcast host, Grant McGaw, as he visits with top executives and entrepreneurs to find out their secrets of success with their personal brand. Follow the Brand TV broadcast host as he focuses on brand development to build better relationships, bring value to your business, relationships, and career. You will enjoy listening to each episode that is tailored to speak to you directly. If you're looking for this type of clarity in terms of building your brand, you have tuned into the right station. Each episode will help you to shape a conversation in the 5-star BDM network of 20,000 professionals and become a springboard for your corporate engagement and business opportunities. Each guest will frame their story in the areas of personal branding, business development, career development, financial empowerment, and technology innovation. Grant McGaw explains why he is the CEO and owner of his own professional career. Grant is an accomplished business leader and entrepreneur who wants to give back to individuals to grow their personal brand strategy. Tune in as he weaves his story about new possibilities, while to you exceed expectations. If you love storytelling, this show will make for fun.
I was born in a little village on the island of Haiti. Many deadly diseases pounded me. It is as if they were on a mission to end my existence on this earth. I refused to give up. In 1983, I left Haiti and came to the United States of America. And I came with $5, 2 shirts. I didn't speak any English. I came to Atlanta. I got a job. I was a doorman. I was a doorman with a dream. What I used to come on stage. I'd rehearse this moment that I'm standing in front of you. That's the power of a dream. Maybe today is the day you begin acting as if you already have it. And then step out with full force. Take a risk. No condition is permanent. Don't let your situation distract you. You are chosen. You are called.
Did you know women represent just 3% of Fortune 500 CEOs and less than 15% of corporate executives at top companies worldwide? Have you wondered what the secrets are to getting into the top ranks, whether in the private or public sector? Do you want to figure out how to stop being held back in your career or passed over for promotion? Then you're in the right place. Hi, I'm Dr. Madeline Ann Lewis, President and CEO of the Executive Women's Success Institute. I have decades of experience in the military, the federal government, and corporate America, and my mission is to help women succeed and tap into their full potential. I want to reach 1 million+ women around the world to become the leaders they are meant to be. So if you want to move into a management or executive level position, or maybe you are a female veteran transitioning out of the military into business entrepreneurship, then reach out to the Executive Women's Success Institute at 301-693-3284. Let us get you on the fast track to success.
If you live without income for the next year, 2 years, 3 years, maybe even 5 years, you might be thinking, well, that's a silly question. Well, is it? What if some medical event occurs in your life where you no longer can be the superstar in your household and generate that income? Or what about a planned event where your income comes to a sudden stop? Perhaps your employment has been terminated or your business has ceased operating. Are you prepared with a backup financial income? Or what about those voluntary events in life where you decide it's time to disconnect, perhaps retire, stop working? Do you have a backup income plan or something in place? I'm Sabrina Protic, your financial coach, helping you develop an income plan. Your financial tomorrow depends on what you do today.
Connect with me for a bright and secure financial future.
Did you know that our black dollar only lasts for 6 hours in our community? Yet other communities, their dollars last for 19 to 30 days.
The Black Wall Street Nation. Black Wall Street Nation. Yes, that's why we created the Black Wall Street Nation. Black Wall Street Nation is a centralized directory available to all black businesses across the world. It was created for businesses like you, the ones that want to start and the ones who have a dream that have already started, such as businesses like Drop in a Bucket Productions, Valito Foods, Sugar Tea Branding Firm, All the Dazzle, Bun Cakeaholic, Miss Riot, and you. We'll have marketing, seminars, and some funding coming soon just for you. So, we want you to come and join us. www.blackwallstreetnation.com. See you there.
The Black Business Expo's mission is to raise funds for high school seniors going to college or K-12 entrepreneurs. This expo is a fundraiser for students. Please, you may go to www.blackbusinessexpousa.com to donate to the scholarship fund or use the Cash App at $BBXUSA. Our goal is to give laptops and up to $5,000 to 10 students. Students can register online at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com. Every dollar counts. Please donate to the Black Business Expo USA Scholarship Fund.
Hello, I am Dr. Eric Kelly III, the visionary strategist and founder of the Black Business Olympics. I invite you to showcase your Black-owned businesses on the Black Business Network global stage. The Black Business Olympics is a global Black Business Network platform that propels Black-owned businesses into the international spotlight. By showcasing your business on the Black Business Olympics platform, you can reach a worldwide audience of potential customers, partners, and investors. You can also establish yourself as a thought leader and expert in your field, attract lucrative partnerships, and more speaking engagements. In addition, the Black Business Olympics platform provides a valuable opportunity to connect and collaborate with like-minded entrepreneurs and business professionals from around the world. This can lead to new business opportunities, ideas, and relationships. Finally, by sharing your story and expertise on the Black Business Olympics platform, you can inspire and empower others. This is a powerful way to make a positive impact on the world and leave a lasting legacy. If you are a Black-owned business owner, I encourage you to seize the opportunity to showcase your business on the Black Business Olympics platform. It is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to make an indelible mark on the world. Be one of the 1,000 visionary entrepreneurs who are changing students' lives, shaping industries, and leaving an unforgettable legacy for their families. Unleash your voice on our global stage and watch your business thrive. Black Business Olympics is one of the largest Black business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. Yes, the entire world. Just give me a call today at 919-308-9090.
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black business. I am Black business. Tell me, are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. The world. Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am Black business.
Good afternoon, business owners, entrepreneurs, thought leaders, and corporations. Welcome to the Black Business Network. My name is G. Hightower, Chief Purpose Strategist and CEO of Real Love Nation, and I am your business moderator for this afternoon for the Black Business Network. The Black Business Network is a 24-hour business network which showcases Black businesses, business owners, entrepreneurs, and thought leaders worldwide. We have speakers from North Carolina, London, Singapore, Africa, Japan, and cities all over the world. The Black Business Network is a global network, a global community which shares its business knowledge to empower, inspire, and educate businesses about business. Today, our first keynote speaker is Mr. Mark Ely, renowned voiceover actor. Mark Neely is a voiceover actor, a voice teacher, and he hails from Los Angeles, California. After an international aerospace sales engineering career, Mark answered the call to become an actor and voiceover actor. Mark not only has been in the industry, but he refused to give up. And after not giving up, it has led him to successful work in a wide variety of film and television shows, from local advertising spots to Super Bowl ads. Mark has consistently been the voice of Fortune 500 companies for commercials, English language dubbing, ADR, major sporting events, video games, animation, and network promotions. Mark has a passion to work with young students in San Francisco and Los Angeles, mentoring and reading with them. He's blessed to have his voice heard daily somewhere around the world on television and radio and multiple streaming services. And his ultimate drive and goal is to give back, showing young, dedicated voiceover professionals the road that lies ahead. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Mr. Mark Neely, voiceover artist and voice teacher extraordinaire. And we are blessed to have him today. Mr. Mark Neely, how are you today, sir?
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. Mr. Hightower, no, G. Hightower. Thank you for that, sir. Thank you. I'm great. It's great to be here. Thank you.
It is great to have you here, Mark. Genius is coming. We'll see you on the other side.
And yes, it is. Genius is coming. I love that phrase. That Mr. Bruce George gave that to me a few years ago and brought me to knowing Dr. Eric Kelly. And every time we get a chance to talk and be part of this group, it's an honor. I mean, watching the commercials of some of the things that come, we don't really need to go anywhere else as a community. There's so many people that can help us thrive and survive and move forward, that just accessing this channel is a blessing to anybody who has a chance to be here. And for me to be here and talk about what I do and to present some friends of mine and some guests that are prominent also is a real honor. So Doctor, I'm gonna call you Doctor too, Dr. Hightower and Dr. Kelly, thank you very, very much. As he said, what I came from was sales most of my life. And I was in Montreal and I couldn't do it anymore. I sat down with briefcases at that time, sat it down and moved on. I said, I can't do this. I can't talk about a screw or something that we had no passion for. Had some family in the business, actors. I said, I want to try that. And they kept pushing me. And I said, okay, let me figure it out. I went to some classes in San Francisco and it's led me to today, 17 years later. And again, it's a daily honor to do different types of voices, different presentations, different kinds of avenues, from animation to commercials to audiobooks, which I get a chance to do too. And I think when you get to a certain age, you want to try to let other people know what it takes and to have a cleaner path to make it work out for you. That's what I'm doing now. And I have that honor to just talk about it every day and reach out to people and do it. What I really want to also do, because I saw a commercial from one of my good friends, Grant McGaw, 5-Star Business Brands. I may be reaching out to you, Grant, about some of the things we're branding and what I'm going to be doing next year for 2024. And also Superwoman Business Services. Miss Morris, talk to them. She's about business too. I just want to shout them out because I've done some voice work with them also, but they're great, great people and know their work. I'm going to be doing some things with a good friend of mine. We're going to talk about what she's up to and show everybody that should be in this work and know what she's about to talk to that. But I'll say what I've done in the last few months in voice. I was on ABC, ESPN for the Colorado UCLA game, doing the promo event for them with the whole Dion thing. I was doing that. Just this past week, I was with HBO and Max. I'm the voice now for their podcast of The Last of Us and the Succession show. So that was great. And I'm doing some international things with Hyundai. And so those are just the recent things. But more importantly, the next big show, the next big project is what I'm really, really about and after get to make happen. And for next year, which is, again, I may be going to Grant for, my approach is going to be talking to business owners about positive presentations are profitable. And what I mean by that, most of the people you see on this channel are great, great speakers. They know what they're talking about. You can hear them. There's no added craziness with the ums and likes. And what I talk about is the cancer of right now. Everybody says right after everything they say. That's something we all have to watch out for. But that's a thing that you need to clean up. And being a positive presentation person that presents their thoughts and the way they speak it can be profitable about making sure you get promoted, or at least your business is going to be thought of and heard in the best light. We are international now. Like one of the commercials say, When as I sleep, as when I sleep, it's working for us, and that's what that's about. You have to be able to present what you do in a clean, positive way. And I'll be talking to business owners that for 2024 that way, but also in addition to what I do for voiceover every day, do that and make sure either right in the companies or right online, have that as a presentation to help people understand that every word is so, so important. It's about making sure that works. So in addition to what I do there and talk about, what I began to do in the last couple of times, I had a good friend of mine named Wahida Clark. She's an author. And I said, I want to talk about her work, but what would be better is to have her come on and talk about herself. And so in addition to when I talk about voiceover and let people know how to do it, why not bring on a guest to talk about what they do? So that's what we have going on today. Is one of my best friends for a long, long time is Deborah Hubbard, for one of the most iconic phrases that there is in this world for us, for Black folks, is, check it out, Deborah. I'm flying the flag today. I'm flying the flag. And also in addition to that, you see that? I think you need to unmute yourself. Look at that unmute button because I want to hear you. I want to hear you laughing and crack it up. Yeah, unmute your button.
You know what?
Hey, I'm letting people know.
Well,
yes. So we've been associated. We've been friends for a long time, and I think it was one of the first people that had a chance to talk to you about this phrase and this business. And in addition to you talking about what you have as a line and what you want to do in the future, to find out what your background is and what you did to start in this, what you did before Black and Don't Crack, and where you're from and what that's about. I think that's an important thing for people to hear. But everybody who sees this is not going to turn into just an infomercial, which I wanted to.
Right.
But everybody should really know your business, how to get a hold of you, and how to be able to start a business, maintain a business, and do some of the things you've done with this phrase. So, Deborah, good morning. Enough of me.
Good morning from sunny California.
How are you? Yeah. Well, cold California today. Yeah. Cold. We got to have our coffee.
I know. Here we go.
Yeah. So thank you for coming on and having this discussion, because I think it's so important about how businesses start, maintain, and what they do inside of it, and how you maintain that attitude to continue on, but just what it takes and what you're doing now. So where I don't even know, where were you born? Were you here? You born in California?
New Jersey. I'm a New Jersey girl.
New Jersey, that's right. New Jersey.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
I lost the accent though.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, yeah, but that's cool. So you came out to California, and I know you didn't start. Did you just always have businesses on your mind, or what brought you into this?
I think my mom was a woman of many wonders, and I think she passed the baton to us. I'm from a large family, 8 girls and 3 boys. I'm the youngest girl. So
11.
11, believe it or not.
Wow.
Well, they broke the mold now with women like that. No women can do that anymore. But yeah. So being from a large family, my mother, she was, just so talented and gifted with so many different variety of things that she can do. And I think, like, my family, people are in the apparel business. My brother is in construction, and my other brother is a cook. We have a really gifted family. And so what I did is I took those talents, and I think I incorporated it into, what I wanted to do with my purpose and my passions in life. But initially I came out here and I was modeling. I modeled for forever. I think up until 5 years ago, I retired. So that was a lot of fun. I got to meet a lot of good people in the industry, icons, in the body double for Whitney Houston, and doing videos with greats like Stevie Wonder and Barry White.
Oh yeah. I remember that Stevie Wonder video. I remember looking at that. Yes.
Yeah. So it's nice when you can have a journey. Like I admire people that stay in the same lane all of their life, But I'm kind of adventurous. I want to go here and I want to try this and I want to try that. And, sometimes I was like all over the place, but now I'm connected to my passion and my purpose. So I'm really on cloud nine.
Well, so many people are proud of you and just watching what your journey has been. And I'm admired from afar, but I want to be able to get inside more what this journey has been about. So
yeah.
How long? I think, well, let me just guess, 10 years? How long has Black Don't Crack been in business?
So I officially got my trademark and I acquired my trademark in 2014. Well, 2013.
Okay, 2014.
October 24th of 2013, I put in the trademark, and it actually went through the USPTO, the trademark office it was June 3rd, 2024.
Wow.
So 2014. And from then on, it's just been an amazing journey. I mean, June, I will have been in business for 10 years. I mean, and there's not too many people that can say that, especially through a pandemic.
Right.
So it's just amazing. It's an amazing journey. And
What brought this again, this phrase is such a part of who we are and iconic, as I was saying before. But where did that come from? How did you think of this? What really brought you to find this phrase and then to make it into this?
Well, it's funny because everybody knows it's an iconic phrase and it's been around for generations, right?
Yeah.
I don't, when I first started my business, I was trying to find the origin of Black Don't Crack and who said it first and where did it come from? And you know what? You can't find it. So, I had speculations of what it could be. Like, was a woman in a field and she was picking cotton and she's having a baby, having a baby. And then, somebody's helping her deliver the baby. And then 5 hours later, she's back on a field picking cotton. Yeah. And somebody said to her, wow, baby, Black really don't crack. Did it start there? I don't know. But I was going through some adversities in my life. I was married for 16 years together with my ex for 18 years. And, going through a divorce, it really took a toll on me. And, your family and the separation and all of that. And so I think I was like 54 at the time. And I'm like, okay, what is the second half of my journey going to look like for me?
Yeah.
And you know what? I didn't know because I've done so much. I did interior design. I used to paint. I did, you name it. I did it.
When did you sleep? When did you?
I did. But so when I was going through that, through my adversities, I'm like, Lord, what am I going to do next? And honestly, I would be on the internet all night long, just searching. Like I was desperate. And so one night I went out to this club and this guy said to me, he was hitting on me and he was asking me all these questions about me personally. And he goes, wait a minute, you have 3 kids and you whatever. And I'm like, yeah. And he was like, wow, Black don't crack. And so I wrote in the palm of my hand, I wrote the words, Black don't crack. And when I I wrote it in the palm of my hands and I got home, I Googled Black don't crack. And when I Googled it, it was mainly like doctors and just people talking about the phrase in reference to our skin, just looking for our age, our melanin. And I was like, that's kind of superficial though. What could I add to this phrase that could make it appeal to everybody, right? And so I thought about the pain that I've gone through. I thought about having to start all over again, financial deprivation, just everything that I went through. And I said, you know what? I did not crack. I did not crack under the pressures of life. And I said, so, now when you are creating businesses, you should create a business that has a brand story. And so my story was real because I couldn't feed my kids. I used to make this statement and my son used to say, Mom, did you make that up? Because I would say my boys were eating me out of my house and home because I couldn't keep up with feeding them. And I mean, I wrote a book and I talk about all of that in my book. And I share like the ugly, like nobody wants to share the ugly. But you know what? When you share the ugly, you heal. And
Yes.
so I got to a point where I healed and I got connected to my purpose in life because of the adversities that I went through. And I'm like, wow, this is amazing. And so I said, okay, so my brand is going to represent what resilience looks like. Because I could quit. I could have quit. I could have said, you know what, I'm throwing in the towel. You know, even mentally, I was down and out. You know, I was going to therapy, you know, just to get help and resources, but I never doubted that I would not overcome this. So that's what my brand is about: resilience, persevering, and never giving up.
Yeah.
Dealing with the black moments in your life, the dark moments in your life, and still I rise, as the great Maya Angelou said.
Talk to us. Preach. I mean, that is that's a part of most people's journeys that you said they're not exposed. They don't talk. They just want to grin and put themselves on Instagram. Hey, I'm here. You never know the journey that it took, that it's taken to you to get to what you have, what you have behind you, what you're developing now. But there is, hey, listen, even for an actor, to be vulnerable and to be able to do these things and tell the stories that people want us to do on paper, reading, or on screen. To be a vulnerable person, you've got to be able to open up and let it all in. So depression and victory and the rest is part of your world and your life. And for businesses, yes, it's not always a big profit statement at the end. You've got to fight through those things and not give up, which is what you've shown us.
Yeah.
To me,
and
you're big.
You know what? And that's very important what you said. But you know what? I'm thankful that I don't look like what I went through. You know what I mean? Because some people do. You know, when people are at their wits' end, you know, it takes a toll on them physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally. And I'm just happy that I don't look like what I've gone through. And you know, my book is called Unbreakable. And if you read that book, you'll read some
Wait a
things.
minute, where's my book? I got all your stuff up here. I got I have a book. I want it signed. I need it signed. But I need to. Man, let me go home and get my book. No, seriously, it's a great read. It really is, everybody. Is it on your website also?
It's on my website. Okay. And you know what's great about my book? This is my book.
There it is. Yeah.
And Billie Jean King, the great Billie Jean King, she wrote the foreword for my book. And a lot of people are like, okay, well, why would you have a white woman write the foreword for your book? Well, Billie Jean King, my ex used to play professional tennis. So I knew a lot of people in the business, in the tennis world. So I asked her if she would write the book, the foreword for my book. And she's like, well, Deborah, are you sure? And I'm like, yes, because you know what? She knew about fighting for women's rights.
Yeah.
She knew about the pain that we have gone through, you know, and the journeys that women has gone through. So because of that, I connected with her, and I'm like,
how did you know her? How do you know her? How did you meet her?
My ex used to play professional tennis. So through the tennis, I met her and we became friends. And then Vanessa Bell Calloway, she wrote So, you know, I was blessed to even get some great people to support me and do that. But in this book, it's a self-help book. It talks about how to get to that next step, so you don't have to keep crying. Like, that's not my story. I'm not going to keep crying over, you know, a divorce that I went through 10 years ago, 14 years ago. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to move past that because now I'm healed. So, and this sharing my story, oh my God, I go to so many shows and I talk to people and women and not just women, men, and I share my story, and it helps them to deal with what they're going through. Because you know what? It's just like everybody pretty much goes through the same issues in life. It's just a different day.
Right.
So I'm fortunate that, you know, I was able to overcome those.
And you have, and that's the highlight. One of the reasons I really wanted to talk to you, and you share this with this whole community, which is, listen, I know there's thousands and thousands of people that are going to see this now, and then when it's going to be replayed, so forth. But the younger people who, or whatever, middle-aged, that want to start a business, did you do business plans? I mean, you've told the story about how it was created, but as you've gone on through the years, have you written down plans, or how do you formulate what you're, even though you might be going through a tough time, You know, well, for instance, here's my 2024 plan right here. You know, I'm not just gonna sit there and audition. I hope I get it. I hope I get. No, I'm really envisioning where I want to be. In fact, some of the pictures. My next things I want to do the voice of the Academy Awards.
Yeah.
And to me, if your business plan, if it doesn't scare you, or people don't say you're crazy, like I'm sure some people said you were crazy when you said,
Are you kidding
black
me?
don't crack, but you've got to sit there. No, I feel it. This is something I really know can happen, and I want to make it happen. So for the younger person, what do you say to start a business if they have an idea? They can't just be okay, I want to just, what's some of the tasks that you think you want to go through to get started?
Well, number one, I think you have to first connect with your purpose. What is your purpose? What do you want to ultimately offer as services? Or, like for instance, I started out with apparel. So I did apparel, and did I go Jordan? I told you, look at this. Oh gosh, hold on.
Okay.
I'm sorry, we had a phone call in between.
Take that phone. If it's a big contract, take it.
Okay, after I get back on the screen. Out what your purpose is for your business and you personally, because I knew, like my mother used to say to me that greatness. She used to always speak that word over me, that I'm going to leave a huge legacy, and I am doing that right now through my business. So first of all, the first thing that I did, if you think about business, you want to protect yourself all the way around. So it was trademarking an iconic phrase. Well, everybody was like, you can't trademark a phrase, black don't crack. And like you said, they laughed at me and they're like, oh, good idea. And they were really doubting me. But I'm like, okay, I didn't care what anybody thought. I knew my purpose and my passion, and I knew where I wanted to go with it. So I didn't let anybody deter me. Anybody. So what I did is I called an attorney and I asked the attorney, so do you think I could trademark a phrase? And he's like, well, some phrases you can. And I said, okay, but I didn't want to tell him what the phrase was because I didn't want to it, even though it's like attorney-client privileges and all that, but I still didn't trust him, so I wouldn't tell him what it was. And I didn't know what his ethnicity was either, right? So I was kind of skeptical, but he made me feel comfortable enough. And then I told him what it was, that I wanted to trademark Black Don't Crack. He says, well, yes, you can. But this is what he said to me, and this is how he said it to me. But I don't think that's available. And he kind of laughed at me.
Yeah.
And I said, really? And I said, so what do we have to do to see if it is or not? So what he did is he says, I'll do an extensive search. He did an extensive search. He says, I'll get back with you in 3 days. He got back with me in 3 days, and he was flabbergasted.
He's available.
Like, oh my God, this is available. And I'm like, I want it right now. What do I have to do?
That was a miracle in itself.
Yes, it was.
For this to be available to anybody.
Yes. And and he just kept shaking his head the whole time. It's like, Deborah, this is like amazing that this is available. Do you know how long people have been saying this and nobody ever thought to trademark it? So I trademarked it. And like I said, I did it in August of 2013 and it went through June 3rd, 2014. And I was on top of the world. It was like, for women out there, okay, it's kind of like when you're pregnant and you go through the first trimester, because a trademark can take anywhere from 6 months to a year just to trademark a phrase.
I remember every time I talked to you, you were floating. I mean, you couldn't believe it yourself.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
And so going through that every month, and I didn't hear anything from the attorney because I did it with an attorney because I wanted to cross the T's and dot the I's, because you can actually go on the USPTO site, United States Patent and Trade Office, and you can actually pay $325 and you can trademark it yourself, and you answer questions and whatever, but an attorney knows the ins and outs of what you need to put in that form to make sure that your trademark is going to go through. So I wanted the security of that, so I paid an attorney to do it.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, when he came back and he says, okay, now we're at this point, and every point of what was going through with the trademark, he gave me updates, and I was like just sweating bullets. And I felt like I was in this transition of labor, waiting for my baby to be birthed.
Yes, right.
And finally, June 3rd, when I found that out, I was the happiest person on the face of the earth. Because that was a big win for me, that I could do that. And then I just start imagining, I am a visionary, and I just start imagining all the possible avenues that I could take Black Don't Crack down. And to see that I have achieved some of those, Mark, like that blows my mind. Like, for instance, 2019, we were in Oprah's magazine. I tried out I submitted for her favorite things, and I didn't make the favorite things, but just the opportunity, and they still knock on my door just about every year asking me to submit something, which is an honor, right? And so that was 2019. And then I tried out for Shark Tank, and I was a contender for that. So, all of these opportunities that most businesses don't get. I have been rewarded with them.
You've named about just a couple. There's been tons of things that happened. Kevin Hart, I remember, reward on that show, and
on the Real Husbands of Hollywood, and so we do product placement and a lot of shows. The family business that's on Netflix now. They always rock my shirts, and Christian Keys, who is a actor, he always rocks my stuff. So we are like out there, and in my book, I talk about pinch me moments. And a pinch me moment is, things that you think about, but you don't really know if they're going to come true. And then when they come true, like sometimes you don't really believe that it's real. So it's like, could you pinch me to make sure I'm awake, that this is not just a dream? And I've had so many great and wonderful pinch me moments. And, and that's what keeps me on this high, that I can achieve anything that I want. And anybody that's out there that's thinking about even trying to create any type of business, first of all, do something that you love. Love what you do and do what you love. And as you can see, I'm a talker. So I love talking to people. I love sharing stories that will heal other people that I can reach out to. So this whole journey is it's a blessing for me, where I thought I was going to be blessing other people, but it's blessing me more than I feel like I'm blessing people, but that's not what I hear from.
Isn't that great? It happens for me too. Talking to people about this work allows me to become more energized too, about how to do it and continue on that journey to even be better for them and for myself. Before we run out of time, say what's your website address, and also some of the things that are coming out that you're going to be doing.
Okay, so Black Don't Crack.
And what's behind you? I see some outfits. And stuff. I want that.
Apparel. This is my apparel. We sell hoodies, aprons, caps, bags, you name it, dresses, jumpsuits. We got it. We got it all.
What's the website name? Because that's a great website.
blackdon'tcrack.com.
Okay.
And my latest is my greatest. And I'm so excited about this, because this is a multi-trillion-dollar business.
Look at her grinning, y'all. Look at her grinning.
I know. Like, if I seem a little bit excited, I am. And this is what it is. This is what it is. Black Don't Crack skincare.
What?
So we're starting off with a moisturizer, and this is the first time that I'm actually revealing it on the Black Network. So thank you, Eric. We really, Mr. Kelly, this is amazing. And I'm just so excited about it. I'm so excited that you invited me to present my story on your network.
This is the debut.
Yes. So Black Don't Crack, we're going to start pre-ordering right after Christmas. So you can go on our website and you can pre-order. And it's one of the most amazing things that I've achieved.
So what was the other bottle you said? Hold them up again, because I want to see them again.
Okay, so this is it's a moisturizer. We're starting out with just the moisturizer. It's a Black Don't Crack moisturizer. And this is our box. This is our packaging. And I'm really proud of this.
Yeah.
Isn't it awesome? Did I lose you? Let me see.
because it's a wonderful thing to get to this place and the years it can take to do this work. I mean, my work, a movie can take decades.
Yeah.
This work, I've been in this 17 years, so the people that know me, it's not a today thing. It's taken that long that people will just call me to do their work. So it's a journey, but it's a journey. And the important thing you said was about something you do. You want it to be a purpose or your something that you're really excited about, and you're just. It's not that it's not you're working, but you're doing something you love, which is really what I'm trying to say. You're not trying to just toil at something you don't have no passion for, which is a horrible existence in a lot of ways. But hey, you get up, okay, how can I do my thing today? You know, it's about that energy to go do it right. Yes. So it's great. What was your phrase the other day? You said in 2024, you want some more?
No, 2024.
Yeah.
So much more.
Hey.
More in 2024. And everybody should aim for that. You know, you have to speak things into existence. And, you know, like, when I initially got Kevin Hart to wear my shirt on The Real Husbands of Hollywood, I already had that written down. I already had a list of celebrities that I wanted to wear my shirt. So words, speaking it is real. Speaking it into being is definitely real.
One more, that's another amen. It's Sunday or whatever it is. This is another 2 years before the Super Bowl. I spoke that, and I actually did forget that I said it. But you know the odds, that's a lottery situation to even get to be telegraphed. But I was auditioning amongst 4,500 other people. That's lottery numbers.
Yeah.
And so, but it was
or it's destiny.
Or it's destined. But it begins with what you just said. You speak it, you write it down, you believe it, and then go. Move on and continue that work to make it
and have no doubt. Have no doubt and don't waver. Because I never wavered, even when I didn't have money. I mean, when I started my business, and don't think that you have to have a lot of money to start a business. No, you got to have passion and purpose. And if you decide what you want to do, when you want to do it, and you come up with that business plan, you can do it. And there's nothing that won't stop you. And I am a testament to that because, like I said, I did not have a dime when I started my business. I started off with 20 little shirts, went to a show. And guess what? Actually, it was 300 shirts. I bought 300 shirts. And do you know I sold out at that show?
Wow.
So you can do anything. Put your head to it.
G Hightower, don't you? I got goosebumps, man, just talking to this lady.
Listen, I am excited. Miss Deborah, congratulations. And we pray continued blessings of success. Listen, that is amazing. I have to get I want to get that Black Don't Crack. I want to get that in a hoodie and a t-shirt. And I needed that moisturizer because, you know, us melanated folks, we got to keep from being ashy. You know what I mean?
And one of these,
and it's not
one
just
of these
for
too.
women. It is for men too. So it's gender neutral. Everybody.
Is that a fancy word for lotion?
It's a moisturizer.
We're gonna moisturizer. That's right.
We don't need it.
We're
like
gonna
I'm
get
100 years old. Look at this.
What you said? You're how old, Miss Deborah?
100. I'm 100.
Yeah. Right.
Well, that's not true. But you know what? I don't have a problem telling my age. It's funny with women. We do not want to tell our age.
Right.
I will be. You know what? It's a blessing that you can be here another day on this earth. So every day that I get up, the first thing I do is I thank the Lord that I woke up that day.
Yes.
And I will be on February the 8th. I will be 65 years old. And I am so proud of it.
That's the shocker of the whole day right there. That's amazing. Oh,
Mark.
Yeah, I know, man.
She is Black Don't Crack personified.
As a walking advertisement, billboard. Exactly. No, I'm so proud of her. It's a really great thing to have people like her in your life that can not only inspire you, but tell their story and know that they're part of you and you can share that. And hey, it moves us all on. This whole audience that's watching this, I know that they were inspired by it. And every time I get a chance to talk to you or think about it, it's a wonderful thing. Yes, I got to get a cup too. Hold on.
And we have Black Don't Crack mugs.
Yes. See that?
Mark, we have about 60 seconds with Deborah. Okay. Deborah, tell us once again, how do we reach you? How can we connect with you? And how can we support Black Don't Crack?
You can go to blackdon'tcrack.com. And that's our website. blackdon'tcrackskincare.com is going to be available as well. We are on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, everything under Black Don't Crack. That's our handle.
I love it. I love it.
So
Deborah,
follow us
you
and
are,
support.
yes, ma'am. We will definitely, I will be reaching out to you. You are amazing. Thank you. You are a beautiful spirit. You're beautiful both inside and outside. So thank you so much.
Thank you guys
what
for
you
having
do.
me. I'm honored. So thank you. Thank you, Mr. Kelly.
Well, thank Mr. Mark Neely, who brought you here, because we would not have had the privilege of connecting with you without having Mark Neely as our special guest
Yeah, he's
speaker.
awesome.
So Mark, thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Blessings
Thank you.
to you both.
Thank you, sir. We will be talking. We will be talking like that.
Yes, for sure.
Absolutely.
Thank you, everybody.
Absolutely. Thank you both. Genius is coming. We'll see you again on the other side.
For sure.
Wow. So, ladies and gentlemen, isn't that amazing? Listen, Mr. Mark Neely, thank you for bringing to us Deborah Hubbard and Black Don't Crack. What an amazing woman. And as you all see, she is in February, just about less than 60 days. She will be 65 years young. Wow, she doesn't look a day over 45. That is absolutely amazing. So listen, family, I'm honored to be here with you again today as your business moderator. I am G. Hightower, Chief Purpose Strategist and CEO of Real Love Nation. And family, once again, the Black Business Network is a 24-hour business network. We are here to promote business owners, entrepreneurs, thought leaders, and corporations around the United States. And as your business moderator for this afternoon, family, listen, I want to let you know that we have speakers from North Carolina, London, Singapore, Africa, Japan, and cities all over the United States. The Black Business Network is a global community which shares its business knowledge to empower, inspire, and educate businesses about business. So family, we have another incredible speaker coming up this afternoon, but I also want to tell you about our scholarship. The Black Business Expo's mission is to raise funds for high school seniors going to college or K-12 entrepreneurs. This expo is a fundraiser for students. You can go to www.blackbusinessexpousa.com. Once again, that's blackbusinessexpousa.com. And you can donate to the scholarship fund, or you can use the Cash App that's on the screen below. And that's $BBXUSA. Once again, that's $BBXUSA. Our goal is to give laptops and up to $5,000 to 10 students. The students can register once again online at the blackbusinessexpousa.com. We want to thank our sponsors for the Black Business Expo. That's NC 100, Moody Capital Partners, Suede Soul, the Hello LLC, Lotus Riche Coaching and Training, Carolina, Virginia Minority Supplier Development Council, Step Management, 5-Star BDM Media, Barbara H. Smith LLC, Margie McLean Foundation Incorporated, Genius is Common, Earth Essentials, Mullane Shani Global, Executive Women's Success Institute, The Quality Coaching Company, Superwoman Business Services, Creative Force Studios, Lee Entertainment, Artistic App Design, Black Business Expo USA. Once again, family, Genius is Common, and I'll see you on the other side.
Hey guys, my name is Caden. I'm the CEO of Caden Teaches, and my genius is teaching kids about financial literacy. Throughout my financial products, such as my financial flashcards, my activity book, and my newest project, my financial bus, which I bought. And on the bus, it has a mock bank where kids will learn how to deposit and withdraw money, a mock grocery store where kids will be able to learn how to have a family budget, and a mock stock exchange where kids will even be able to learn how to invest in stocks. Now, I decided to start teaching kids about financial literacy because I find that most kids graduate high school without even knowing the basics about financial literacy. And I feel if I were to teach kids about financial literacy, that I would be able to help kids tap into their genius. And I actually learned about financial literacy to my dad because I would go to business meetings with him and I would always see that they were talking about financial literacy. And at that point, I didn't understand what financial literacy was. So I took it upon myself to learn about financial literacy and teach it to kids in a way that they could understand. But I want you guys to help me help kids tap into their genius by going to my website, cadenteaches.com, and you can sew into me in my financial bust by going to my GoFundMe link. And remember, if Caden can, you can too, because genius is common.
Dr. Eric Kelly III and a host of phenomenal speakers from all around the globe for this 7-day virtual event that you don't want to miss.
The mission of the Black Business Expo is to raise scholarship money from kids all the way from high school all the way from college. The Black Business Olympics is one of the largest Black business showcases in the world. It is an opportunity for businesses and companies to showcase their businesses globally. We are going to be giving away laptops up to $5,000 away to students. Again, I'm Olivia Appleberry, the founder of 2 Cents Finance and one of the speakers for the expo. I am so excited to see you there. For more info, go to www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090 and hope to see you there.
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black business. I am Black business. Tell me, are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. The world! Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am Black business.
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep, I am Black business. I am Black business. Are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black America in North Carolina.
Join Dr. Eric Kelly III, and a host of phenomenal speakers from all around the globe for this 7-day virtual event that you don't want to miss.
The mission of the Black Business Expo is to raise scholarship money from kids all the way from high school, all the way from college. The Black Business Olympics is one of the largest Black business showcases in the world. It is an opportunity for businesses and companies to showcase their businesses globally. We are going to be giving away laptops up to $5,000 away to students. Again, I'm Olivia Appleberry, the founder of 2 Cents Finance and one of the speakers for the expo. I am so excited to see you there. For more info, go to www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090 and hope to see you there.
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black business. I am Black business. Tell me, are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world.
I am 11 years old, and my genius is entrepreneurship, and my genius is comedy. I have been hard at work, and my genius since the age of 8 when I asked my parents to buy me an ice cream cart for my 8th birthday. Why? Because I love ice cream, and I knew that 99.9% of the world loves ice cream too. I started my business because I wanted to make my own money, give to my school's missionary, help my family, and buy my own toys. While working in my genius, I have learned a lot about business and what it takes to be successful. I quickly learned that hard work, determination, and perseverance are the standard qualities you need to succeed. However, in my 4 years as a business owner, I have learned things that you can't learn from a book, like the true meaning of customer service. Great customer service is how you sincerely say thank you to each person who spends their money with you. I have learned that there are more people praying for me to succeed than those who are not. I have learned that people are always watching and are expecting great things from me. I can't imagine letting them down. I have learned that I must lift as I rise,
and that I must be my brother's keeper.
I have learned that it is very important to give back to the people, the causes, and the community where I live. I have also learned that once I become a billionaire, I will be well on my way to becoming a billionaire and to changing the world by providing jobs and opportunities to others.
I'm Boshell, the little icing cube, and my genius is coming.
What if you could build your own city? A place where every child can find nurturing people to help them achieve their full potential. A place where every adult can access job training support. Where health education is abundant. Where social justice ruled the land. A place without limitations. Welcome. You have arrived at STEM City, USA. It is what every city should be. A safe and trusted community where you find people and resources to help you become everything you are and beyond. STEM City is unlike anything you have ever experienced. It is a digital twin of the world around you, only better. STEM City is about energy and soul renewal. It is more than a digital world. You can almost feel the power of live cultural events, music, and theater. STEM City promises a better future for children with caring mentors and hands-on activities with dedicated tutors to support our youth. STEM City is your passport to a healthy lifestyle with weekly events addressing our community's many issues. STEM City is your financial well-being with helpful information on wealth management, career advancement, job training, and so much more. STEM City is the community you deserve. It is the city where your dreams can come true. STEM City USA, a place in the sky that is accessible to all who reach for the stars.
Are you a forward-thinking entrepreneur or business owner? The world is changing faster than ever, and it's time to pivot and adapt to the future. Hello LLC is here to help you do just that. Hello stands for helping enterprises leverage leading-edge optimizations. Our innovative solutions can streamline operations, reduce overhead costs, and give you a competitive edge in a market projected to reach $5 trillion by 2030. By pivoting to the metaverse, businesses can tap into a rapidly growing market that is projected to be a significant part of daily life for 25% of Americans by 2026. As a full digital metaverse agency, the Hello LLC can help you create custom solutions to streamline operations, increase productivity, reduce costs, and drive brand recognition. Why should you pivot to the metaverse with the Hello LLC? By leveraging cutting-edge technology, you can provide immersive experiences for your customers, expand your global reach, and unlock new revenue streams. Contact us today to make the pivot.
The Black Business Expo is changing my life.
This year, they are giving away laptops and even $5,000 in cash to students just like me. I'm Alexis, and I want to go to college to fulfill my dream of becoming an entrepreneur. Help the Black Business Expo going to www.blackbusinessexpousa.com and also becoming a vendor, a sponsor, or donating.
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black business. I am Black business. Tell me, are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. The world! Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am Black business.
Good afternoon. Welcome back to the Black Business Network. I am your host for today, G. Hightower, purpose strategist and CEO of Real Love Nation. Today, family, we have a special guest, Miss Amina Muhammad, and she is going to come on and share a little bit about herself for this afternoon. The Black Business Network is a 24-hour network. Excuse me, family. The Black Business Network is a 24-hour business network, and we are here to educate businesses about business. The Black Business Network is, oh goodness. Okay, there we are. We're having some tech issues here.
Did you know that approximately 333.34 million businesses exist today, according to a report from 2021? And you may be one of those businesses, or maybe you're not in the business market yet, but you're aspiring to be a business owner. Well, guess what? You're in the right place at the right time. Because let's face it, everything is about timing and opportunity. Hi, my name is Dr. Lotus Richey, and I'm the CEO and founder of the Lotus Richey Coaching and Consulting LLC, along with the Lotus Richey Ignite Show. 15 minutes of success with Dr. Lotus Richey, as well as books to boom your business and bring who you are. And today, I want to bring this amazing message to you about the Black Business Network and the Black Business Olympics. See, the Black Business Network and the Black Business Olympics is designed to help people just like you, that's right, that look like me, to take their business to the next level. Not just in your front yard or your backyard, but globally. The Black Business Network and Black Business Olympics is designed not to just help you survive, but to help you thrive. So join us today as we come together with businesses all around the world to support our students, our children, our young teens, our young entrepreneurs. What we do is we come together to help raise funds for students who are aspiring to be business entrepreneurs, who are aspiring and who are thriving in college. We endow them with a wonderful opportunity to gain scholarships of either a laptop or several thousands of dollars. And we invite you to help be a contributor to this amazing opportunity to help someone that looks just like you. So join us today at our website and let us connect with you and help you ignite and take flight in every area of your life on the Black Business Network and the Black Business Olympics. I'll see you on the other side.
The Black Business Network and Black Business Olympics are essential platforms for Black business owners globally. They provide the tools and support you need to succeed in today's competitive marketplace. Join us today as we collaborate together with businesses from around the world to support our children, students, and young future entrepreneurs, Black businesses and corporations. We raise funds for students going to college and young entrepreneurs who are aspiring to be business owners, and we invite you to be a contributor today. Visit the website www.blackbusinessexpousa.com to connect with and learn more about how the Black Business Network and Black Business Olympics can help you not only share your amazing business story to businesses, but also serve future generations. Hello, my name is David Jones, CEO and co-founder of the Hello LLC, where we help businesses build a culture, brand and experience, and leverage technology to pivot into Web3. Join the Black Business Network streaming live into Roku, Metaverse, STEM City, Black Multiverse Enterprises, Hulu, YouTube, iHeartRadio, Apple, Facebook, LinkedIn, Spotify, Twitch, and Google Podcasts. Tune in, turn on, and let's thrive.
If you live without income for the next year, 2 years, 3 years, maybe even 5 years, you might be thinking, well, that's a silly question. Well, is it? What if some medical event occurs in your life where you no longer can be the superstar in your household and generate that income? Or what about a planned event where your income comes to a sudden stop? Perhaps your employment has been terminated or your business has ceased operating. Are you prepared with a backup financial income? Or what about those voluntary events in life where you decide it's time to disconnect, perhaps retire, stop working? Do you have a backup income plan or something in place? I'm Sabrina Protic, your financial coach, helping you develop an income plan. Your financial tomorrow depends on what you do today.
Connect with me for a bright and secure financial future.
I am Black business. From the moment
Good afternoon. Welcome to the Black Business Network. Business owners, entrepreneurs, thought leaders, and corporations. My name is G. Hightower, purpose strategist and CEO of Real Love Nation. Welcome to the Black Business Network. The Black Business Network is a 24-hour business network which showcases Black businesses, business owners, entrepreneurs, and thought leaders worldwide. We have speakers from North Carolina, London, Singapore, Africa, Japan, and cities all over the United States. The Black Business Network is a global community which shares its business knowledge to empower, inspire, and educate businesses about business. Today, family, we have Miss Amina Howard, who is our next speaker. And Miss Amina Howard is a phenomenal young lady, and she is going to share today a little bit about herself. She is a, excuse me, she is a success coach. She is a TED Talk speaker and a #1 international best-selling author who is renowned for her extraordinary ability to empower individuals to activate their greatness. Dr. Amina helps soul-led individuals create and creatives to increase their confidence, overcome mental blocks, and optimize their performance so that they can live a life in alignment with their highest potential. Dr. Amina is a global peace ambassador. She's a youth mentor, a mental health empowerment officer who was personally mentored by Mr. Les Brown. She also has had a journey in the courtroom as a lawyer and teaching at the universal laws of the world. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring to you our phenomenal guest for this afternoon. I'm also blessed to be able to have a fireside chat with her a little bit later, but I want to give her a few minutes to introduce herself and tell you about what she does. Dr. Amina Mohammed. Good afternoon, Dr. Amina. How are you today?
Good afternoon. I am blessed and highly favored. How are you doing, King?
Doing well, Queen. Doing well. It's good to see you. Genius is coming. We'll see you on the other side.
Hi, it's your girl Amina Inspires. I am the open channel for the divine. I help soul-led entrepreneurs to discover their true potential. I love to help people who actually want to help themselves. I started my journey as a lawyer in the courtroom, and since then I've been able to really change and position myself to be able to help others to learn how to activate their own greatness. I'm passionate and powered by the universal laws. When I started to read Think and Grow Rich, it changed my life. And this is not just, hippie woo-woo, thinking good, but it's about actually feeling good so that you can actually create the world that you desire. I've had many opportunities in terms of, TEDx, being part of the House of Lords, and really just helping people to really align with who they want to be. I have helped lots of people to also publish their own books. My book is called The Confidence Catapult, How to Ask for What You Want and Get It. And that really started off as just me really learning about myself and being able to understand the blueprint of what took me from being broke, disgusted and busted to being a successful entrepreneur. And I'm so excited and blessed to be on this platform today to share my story, to share my testimony, just to inspire and encourage each and every one of you to know that genius is coming. And we are here to really just tap into our inner genius and align with who we truly are. So thank you.
I really, Dr. Amina, thank you for sharing with us. So tell me about this awesome position that you hold as an empowerment speaker, and you are also a best-selling author as well. Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct. That is correct. So my journey started during the pandemic, the great pandemic. And I realized that actually there was more for me to give. And in that time when people were looking in despair, I started to send voice notes to my friends just to encourage them, just to inspire them. And that's really where I got my name, Amina Inspires, because people are like, you are just so inspiring, it's so encouraging. It doesn't matter what's going on in the world. You know how to look at it from a sunny side up position. And then I realized actually my voice is one of my gifts, one of my talents. And not just because, I'm a lawyer and I'm able to articulate what I want to say, but because I have this knowledge and wisdom inside of me that helps people to understand themselves better. So during the pandemic, I made a decision and I decided that I was going to choose higher over comfort. I decided that I was not going to stay in the conformities of just being a lawyer, and that actually there was a greater calling. And I feel like the pandemic was the opportunity. It was a God assigned opportunity for many of us to come back to who we really are. So I made a decision. I said, I'm gonna bet on me. And now how many times have we bet on others and failed? We have to bet on ourselves. So I bet on me. I'm going to make a decision. I'm going to invest in myself. And I was able to be trained and sort of coached by the great Les Brown. I was in a small group with him for 1 year. What started off as, a 7-week program led to a whole year's mentorship. And when I made that investment in myself, I discovered this power voice that I have. And I was able to really inspire others to tap into their own potential and to really recognize who they are. And yeah, it's been just a phenomenal journey since then, being able to really just position myself to be that open channel and to be the message and the messenger.
I love this, Dr. Amina, and thank you so much for sharing. Thank you for what you do. I love this. And you talk about activating people, activating their greatness DNA. That is so powerful. Tell us, what would you give us? What word of advice, what word of wisdom would you give us for anyone who is really looking to hone in on their purpose?
I love that question. Purpose is power. Let me just tell you that, first of all. Somebody needs to write that down. Purpose is power. You know, a lot of us are lost because we don't know what our purpose is. And once you understand your purpose in life, you're not just, you know, in the rat race. You're not just running around thinking, I just need to get a check, or I just need to get paid, or living paycheck to paycheck. But actually, you're living by design, not by default. And I think people who are still searching for their purpose, there's only two things that they have to really do. The first thing is to set a goal. You have to set a goal. What does your future life look like? You have to decide who you want to become. And once you've decided who you want to become and who you want to show up in the world as, you're able to then understand, okay, this is the direction, right? Purpose gives us direction, and a lot of people don't have direction. You can go in your car today and put, you know, I want to go to, you know, the mall. But if you're not particular and specific about which mall, you're going to end up lost, honey. You're going to be lost for days. And that's where a lot of people are. Oh, I just want to be happy. I just want to be successful. That's great. I love that for you. And it looks good on you. But we have to define success. You know, Napoleon Hill says, success is a progressive realization of a worthy ideal. So you have to discern and decipher, what does that worthy ideal look like to you? Is it being a mother? Is it starting a business? Is it, you know, becoming an entrepreneur? What does that worthy ideal look like? And once you've decided and said, this is what I'm going to set my vision on, this is what I'm going to set my goal on, this is my dream, you're then able to actually understand, okay, this is where I'm heading. And once you do that, write it down. There's so much power in writing things down. And, you know, once you write it down and you have it somewhere, you know, I put my goal on my bathroom mirror, so I see it every single morning after I read my self-confidence formula. That is the first thing I see. And I'm like, thank you, because it reminds me, you have to remind yourself to stay awake in this world.
Well said, Dr. Amina. You mentioned about helping people to really hone in on their purpose, and you talked about also what I love about what you do as an empowerment and success coach, about activating people's greatness DNA. Explain what that is. Can you elaborate on what that means, to activate their greatness DNA? Is everyone equipped to be great?
Oh, absolutely. Everyone is equipped to be great. And, you know, you just have to understand who you are, first of all. You have to understand, you know, why you're here, who you are, what gifts and talents that you have. And to activate your greatness DNA looks like knowing what the journey has been for you. So a lot of people go through, you know, labels, they go through different things. It can be trauma, it can be experience, but you have to ask yourself, what is the story that I keep telling myself? You know, there's a time in my life where I kept telling myself, I'm the victim. Why is it always me? Bad things keep happening to me. And I kept falling into that script of victim mentality, thinking that I was only always going to be this victim. And I had to flip the script. I had to say, you know, enough is enough. You know, you get to a point in your life when enough is enough. And I decided that there was something more within me. And in 2018, I believe, 17, my best friend passed away, and my grandmother. And I remember sitting at my best friend's bedside 6 months before my grandmother passed away. And I didn't really deal with the grief. You know, grief is something that it's a process. It's layers to that grief. But it was so painful that I couldn't actually process it. I said, you know what? I'm going to do what I've always done. I'm going to go find another problem to fix, right? How many of us are fixers in the house? Let me go fix something. Let me make myself busy so I don't have to deal with the stuff that's in front of me. So I did that. I went into my victim mentality of saying, you know, bad things always happen to me. Let me just go find another problem so I can feel better about myself, instead of actually facing, you know, what, as Michael Jackson says, the man in the mirror. You know, I had to face a woman in the mirror and say, honey, hold up. Something is going on here. And when I fell into the arms of my best friend, she was very, very chronically sick. She didn't really tell me about this, but she just said that she was very ill. And as she started to deteriorate, I realized that she was really coming to the end of her life. And I remember sitting at her bedside. There was a lot of family and friends in the room. And, you know, she called out my name. She said, Amina. And, you know, at this point, they said, you know, they'd done everything. They'd done everything. And they just wanted to make her comfortable. She was high on morphine. She was in a lot of pain. But she called out my name at that time. And she said, Amina. And in this silent room, you know, she hadn't spoken for days. And that was the first word she says. And I came running. I said, yes, Jeanette, what is it? You know, do you need water? Do you want this? And I went into that mode of trying to serve her. And she said, Pinky promise. And I was like, oh my God, Pinky promise. What are we doing? Pinky promise. And she had this seriousness in her face. And as she held up her pinky, she said, Pinky promise. No regrets. And it dawned on me in that moment that she had come to the end of her life, never living her life. And she had so many regrets, so many things inside of her, so many dreams and goals, so many things that she wanted to do. She was sitting there with the what if list. You know, don't sit there with the what if list. You need to sit there with the what happened list. And she started to just say, what if? I said, that's enough. But it reminded me, it was that awakening moment, that interruption, that disruption in my life that I needed to be called back to my greatness, to activate my inner genius, to say, hey, there's more work for you to be done. There's more things. There's more to life than just work. You have to be in purpose, on purpose. And you have to really know that as you're going through life, things are going to happen. They're going to be moments. You know, life happens to everyone. But that in that moment, I decided that I wasn't going to let life just happen to me. I was going to use this as an opportunity to grow. So I allowed myself to be the student in that time and say, okay, I'm being led here. And I just started to take the steps. I said, okay, what do I love to do? What do people come to me for? Come to me for inspiration. They come to me for advice. I'm a great person to give, you know, counsel. I'm a great person to support, to advise, to get a crowd excited, to get people just feeling good again. Because, you know, feeling good is a strategy. We have to feel good. It is a strategy in life. And I decided in that moment that I was going to be the next version of who I wanted to be. I had to allow the rebirth to continue through me. And even though, you know, it was hard. Let me tell you, I cried. I cried a lot of tears. And I went through depression and PTSD, anxiety. I went through it all. But I'm standing here today to say that actually there's more inside of us, each and every one of us. And I love the token that genius is common, because it is so common. And it's so common that we just overlook it. It's so common, we can overlook it. So that is how I activated my greatness DNA. And the way I help others to activate their own DNA is to really just go back to self, go back to their gifts and talents, go back to what they're good at, and do what you love to do. Once you do what you love to do, you will never work another day in your life.
Absolutely. I agree with that wholeheartedly, Dr. Amina. Beautifully said. And thank you so much for sharing your story about your friend. My heart goes out to you. I lost my best friend earlier this year too, of 30 years. And to cancer. So I can certainly empathize with you. Having gone through that season, share with us, Dr. Amina, when you came through, of course, you got into busy mode. I call it the Superman complex or the Superwoman complex, where you want to go and you just want to rescue everybody and help everyone because it helps you to forget about the pain that you're going through, right? As you mentioned. But share with us, at some point, we've got to come back to a focus, right? We've got to come back and regain the focal point of where we've been placed, what God has put us here to do, and how we are to specifically use our gifts to serve others. So what would you say, Dr. Amina, what are your three, I like to call them my love nuggets, but what are your three core principles that you use that help others find success?
I love that question. And, I've blueprinted that in my book, The Confidence Catapult, How to Ask for What You Want and Get It. When I started writing that book, I just knew that I had a message to share. And in that book, it kind of teaches you the 3-step process. The first step is to align. And once you align, the first step is define. Sorry. The first step is to define. You have to define your goals. So you have to define, what is it that you want? More than anything in this world, what is it that you desire? And remember, desire is the triggering mechanism. It helps you go back to your spiritual essence of abundance, of excitement. It activates your creativity. It helps you to awaken that version of you that's excited about life again. You're like, oh, yeah, I really want this. I want this. And I truly believe if God has put it into your heart that you desire something, then it means that he knows that you can achieve it. And you just have to step out on faith. Some people do a lot of faith work, but they don't really act on it. So the first step is to define. Just define, what is it that you truly desire? Create a goal, create a direction. That's what we spoke about earlier, that GPS, that internal GPS for where your life is heading. And once you do that, you then have to align. So that's step 2, align. And aligning looks like self-image. It looks like changing the story that you tell yourself, changing how you look at the world. There's this great book called Psycho-Cybernetics by Maxwell Maltz. And that book is a game changer. If you don't have that book, you just need to put that on the wish list right now. Amazon don't pay me, but let me tell you, they will one day, because I tell everyone to get that book. But that book teaches you about the power of the subconscious mind. And we have 2 parts of our mind. We have the conscious mind and the subconscious mind. Now, the subconscious mind is your emotional mind. The conscious mind is the rational part of you. We don't actually ever make decisions based on rationality. We make decisions based on how we feel, how we're going to actually move, what it's going to create in our life. And the subconscious mind is always awake and is always listening. So that's why you have to be so careful about the people in your environment. You have to be so careful about what you watch, what you consume, what you listen to, who you listen to, where you go, everything, okay? Everything. Even the music. Stop singing songs about heartbreak, because, girl, that's all you're going to attract.
Exactly. All right. So you gave us, Dr. Amina, define, align, and what would be the third one?
And the third step is to create. So the third step is to create. And there's 2 ways that we create. We create with our words. So that's how you speak to yourself, doing mirror work, going into the mirror and saying, I am powerful. There was days I had to say I'm powerful, and I had nothing. I was broke and broken, but I had to tell myself I'm powerful. I had to really look into my eyes and just say, I love you. And I want to challenge you, whoever's listening today, to just go into the mirror and say, I love you. Sometimes we expect words from others, but we have to actually give them to ourselves first. And then once you've actually worked on yourself, you've done that internal work, you've built your self-confidence, and you're actually speaking that life into you, your subconscious mind will change, and your environments will begin to kind of mirror that. And the other way we create is through actions. So you know where you're heading now. You know your goal. You know what you want to create. You know who you want to be. Now you're speaking it into existence, believing with faith, with, whatever kind of belief that you have. And then you're actually taking the action steps to create that world.
I love that, Dr. Mina. That is beautiful. So when you consider those steps that you take, define, align, and create, I love that. Some awesome principles. So a lot of us as entrepreneurs, business owners, a lot of us have found our own path. We've learned how to overcome adversity. We've learned how to overcome certain obstacles to ensure our success, right? Perseverance is key. Share with us, Dr. Amina, what steps did you take? What are the things that you've done that keeps you motivated in the face of adversity, in the face of opposition, especially as a woman? And let's go ahead and address the elephant in the room. As a Black woman, how do you overcome the adversity and the opposition that comes against you?
Well, the words that kind of come to me at the moment is one of my mentors who I listen to very regularly, Dr. Wayne Dyer. And he says, When you change the way you look at things, what you look at changes. And at first I was like, that's some good stuff, but I didn't really know how to apply that. And when I started really understanding about the mind, the subconscious mind and how we actually operate as human beings, the programming that we have, I learned that we really have to understand that there's more to who you are than the limits that you've created. So it's the thinking that you have right now that's caused the problems that you have. That's why you're limited in this moment. So when you're going through an adversity, you need to reach higher levels. You need to have a new thinking. So when I'm going through an adversity or when an obstacle presents itself, I will kind of look at, okay, well, if I was Mr. Les Brown, how would I respond to this adversity? If I was Bob Proctor, how would I respond to this adversity? And sometimes I call upon myself, a higher self. How should I respond to this adversity? And it's really, for me, plugging back to source, plugging back to God, Jesus, whoever you believe to be true, plugging back to the divinity within you to say, actually, this is an obstacle right now. But if I want to change the way I'm looking at it, I'm going to say this is an opportunity. And that's what my grief was. It was a gift. It was a gift, because had I not gone through that grief, had I not gone through that pain, I would not be the woman I am today. I wouldn't be awakened. I wouldn't be aware. I wouldn't be as passionate about life as I am. And I wouldn't have had all the opportunities that are flowing to me. So the first thing I would say is change the way you're looking at things. This is an obstacle. This is an obstacle. But now you understand that you can create this into an opportunity. How would your higher self respond? How would, someone you admire respond? And start thinking differently so that, the thinking that you have doesn't restrict and limit you in any way.
I love that. Oh, I love that, Dr. Amina. I also noticed that you've created a set of universal laws for success. Please share with us those universal laws and how those universal laws are applicable for us, how they can be applicable to anyone to help them become successful.
Yes. So I love the universal laws. I'm a 4 life path. So that's kind of looking at numerology and, what my kind of destiny has been based on numbers. So understanding that law has always been a part of the embodiment of who I am. And I like structure, I like order. I like to understand, okay, if this is A, I need to understand B. And if I do B, how does it impact A? And how does it all work together and the systems? But the universal laws, I know we've all heard about the law of attraction, right? If you haven't heard the law of attraction, you must be living under a rock or something. I don't know. But the law of attraction is a secondary law. It's a secondary law. The law of vibration is the primary law. And I was able to study with the late Dr. Bob Proctor. And he was my mentor. And he taught me about the law of vibration, that everything is on a frequency. Our thinking is on a frequency. So once you understand, the first law is order. There must be order. That's heaven's first law, order. So, when you're confused and you have anxiety or you're stressed out, it's because there's no order. There's too much, mental clutter, I would say. So I would just encourage you to take a deep breath. And let's just do that now. Let's take a deep breath. It's so good. It feels so good to be alive. And I'm so thankful for that breath. Because once you take that deep breath, the deeper the breath, the longer the life. The deeper the breath, the longer the life. Give yourself a moment to take that deep breath. And when I understood that, okay, I can take a deep breath. Now I'm going to be able to bring order back into my life by aligning myself with the principles. The Kabbalion says one of the first universal laws is mentalism. And that's just understanding that everything is created in the mind. Everything is created in the mind. Everything is created in the mind. And I can't emphasize that. Before I became who I became, I had to imagine this person. I had to visualize this person. I was the girl who couldn't even speak on the phone. I was scared to answer calls at work. And now I'm here being able to share my story, being able to be a testimony to others to say, actually, there's more work for you to be done. And I did that because I changed how I was perceiving myself and actually understanding that that universal law of mentalism, constantly imagining, in school, they were telling you when you imagine, that's you being distracted. Actually, when you imagine, that's you in your most creative state. That's you in your most creative state. So start to imagine more, visualize, meditate, ground yourself. And then when you're able to do that, you're able to connect back to the universal laws and live your life in alignment to them.
I love that, Dr. Amina. When you talking about alignment and talking about being defined in what it is that you're called to do, share with us, if you will, how do you take all that you've done, all that you have created and are yet creating, and how do you utilize all of these gifts, all of these talents, Dr. Amina, that you've been given? How do you use it to elevate the Black culture and society in general?
I love that question. Thank you so much. Everything is about elevation. And let me tell you first, elevation requires separation. Separation.
Oh, wait, Dr. Amina. We don't want to run over that like a speed bump. Because see, now you're teaching in my lane.
Let me slow down.
You're teaching in my lane now. So let's run that back.
Sorry. I'll just reverse it quick.
Give us that one again.
Yes. So elevation requires separation. And you'd be thinking, what am I separating from? What's going on? But write it down, because it could be something that you needed today. And that was a game changer for me. I had to separate myself from environments, people, and places that no longer serve me. And I had to say, okay, that friendship where people are just taking more than they're giving is taking away from me. That workplace, that where I just feel drained and I'm waking up Sunday with a headache because I'm scared about going to work and having the Monday blues, it doesn't serve you anymore. So I decided that when I separate myself from the things that don't serve me anymore, I'm able to see who I am. I'm able to see what I am and how I can create more impact in this world. And understanding elevation, elevating the Black culture, the community I believe that the Black community is the most profound, most creative, most rapid. But we are behind because a lot of us are stuck in doubt. A lot of us are stuck in procrastination. A lot of us are stuck in small thinking. How's your small business going? First of all, honey, my business is big. You just can't see it yet. But when we go to those places, we have to know that you will have a vision, but people won't be able to see it. And you have to hold that vision until it manifests, until it's created. And it's with faith work, faith, believing, the evidence of things unseen. And in elevating the Black community and culture, I have lots of masterminds, I do events, I have programs online, but I create spaces, safe spaces where we can come together. One of the principles in Think and Grow Rich is about the power of the mastermind, the power of the mastermind. The mastermind is about bringing everyone's gifts and talents, having a brainstorming session to say, what are your needs? How can we help you? There's a lot of people who take, but we have to be first givers. And it's the givers of the world who inherit the earth. The more you give, the more you're going to receive. Yes. In the science of getting rich, it says about leaving every person with the impression of increase. Every single person. And that is my philosophy. It doesn't matter where I'm going. It can be the delivery man from Uber Eats or Deliveroo. It can be I'm in the shop. It can be I'm just holding the door. But how can I leave this? I'm intentional about that. How can I leave this person with the impression of increase? And knowing that little impression of increase is a seed I'm sowing. You sow that seed, it's going to grow, it's going to multiply. And everything that you put out, it's going to come back to you multiplied. It's the energy you're choosing to show up as. If you're someone who's closed and scared, that's exactly all you're going to be able to attract. So building this community, building masterminds, having these events, holding these spaces is knowing that when we all come together as one, we're able to co-create what we truly want.
Oh, Dr. Amina, that is amazing. You are in my lane, ma'am.
Thank you.
Our time is winding up. I can't believe our time has flown by so quickly. But before we let you go, I first want to ask you about your book, because we definitely have to look up your book. We want to delve into that. And then we want to find out from you how we can connect with you, how we can follow, support, and be a part of Dr. Amina's Inspire Network. So first, tell us about your book. What's the name of your book?
Yes, I have a copy right here. It's called The Confidence Catapult.
The Confidence Catapult. I love it.
Yes, we have to believe. So I'm throwing you right into the deep end. It's called The Confidence Catapult, how to ask for what you want and get it. And it goes through the principles that we explain, define, align, create in a lot more detail. It gives you action steps to actually take the action and move into it. And, this is the first book that I self-published. I'm now a publisher, but this is the first book that I self-published. And it reached #1 Amazon bestseller in 3 hours. And that's only because of faith. That's only because of the anointing and the assignment that I have on my life to say, actually, I need to give back. How can I not only just teach, but explain and explore and tell people more about this message? So that is the book. And yes, what was the other question? I'm so sorry.
Awesome. No, tell us how we can how we can connect with you. Where can we find Amina Inspires? How can we connect?
Oh, I love that. Please connect with me. Please connect me. So on Instagram, I am at Amina Inspires. You can go to www.aminamohammed.co.uk and on Facebook, Amina Mohammed again. But yes, please do connect with me. I'd love to just hear any wisdom that you learned, anything that impacted you today. And it's really just about sharing the message and connecting. And, if you have a goal, you have a dream, how can I serve you? How can we get there? How can we make 2024 the best year yet?
Yes, absolutely. Well, Dr. Amina, you have been an absolute joy. It has been a pleasure being able to have this fireside chat with you. So thank you for who you are. Thank you for what you do and how you bring your wonderful gifts, talents, and abilities to the world and help activate our greatness DNA.
Thank you ever so much. It has been such a blessing. I'm so grateful and just so thankful for this opportunity. And yes, just a lot of gratitude to everyone behind the scenes, in front of the scenes to make this all happen.
Yes, indeed. Well, thank you once again, Dr. Amina. Genius is common. I'll see you on the other side. Well,
5-star BDM, Brand Development Masters, is a professional consulting and advisory group keenly focused on business development services.
Dr. Eric Kelly III and a host of phenomenal speakers from all around the globe for this 7-day virtual event that you don't want to miss.
The mission of the Black Business Expo is to raise scholarship money from kids all the way from high school, all the way from college. The Black Business Olympics is one of the largest Black business showcases in the world. It is an opportunity for businesses and companies to showcase their businesses globally. We are going to be giving away laptops up to $5,000 away to students. Again, I'm Olivia Appleberry, the founder of 2 Cents Finance and one of the speakers for the expo. I am so excited to see you there. For more info, go to www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090 and hope to see you there.
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black business. I am black business. Tell me, are you black business? I am black business. Do you support black businesses? Listen, I support black business because I am black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of black business in the world. The world! Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am black business.
I am black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep, I am black business. I am black business. Are you black business? I am black business. Do you support black businesses? I support black business because I am black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black America in North Carolina.
Join Dr. Eric Kelly III and a host of phenomenal speakers from all around the globe for this 7-day virtual event that you don't want to miss.
The mission of the Black Business Expo is to raise scholarship money from kids all the way from high school all the way from college. The Black Business Olympics is one of the largest black business showcases in the world. It is an opportunity for businesses and companies to showcase their businesses globally. We are going to be giving away laptops up to $5,000 away to students. Again, I'm Olivia Appleberry, the founder of 2 Cents Finance and one of the speakers for the expo. I am so excited to see you there. For more info, go to www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090 and hope to see you there.
I am black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am black business. I am black business. Tell me, are you black business? I am black business. Do you support black businesses? Listen, I support black business because I am black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of black business in the world.
Hello, this is Israel, and I am CEO of Daydreams Interactive and author of Princess Planet. So, genius is common, and as a kid, I loved to daydream. Even as an adult, I love to daydream. And when my daughter became 6 and loved princess characters, but we just could not find the diversity that showed her, we created our own characters. So, for instance, you have Princess Nulu right here. Princess Nulu is from Uganda, and her genius is that she loves to take care of animals. She can actually even listen and hear what they say. And then we have Princess Isabella right here. Princess Isabella, she's from Cuba, and her genius is biochemistry. One day she hopes to eliminate disease. Then we have Princess Nia right here, and Princess Nia is based off of my daughter, and she is what she wants to be, the greatest dancer alive. So that's her genius. So what's your genius? My genius is my imagination. Genius is common.
We all have the opportunity to impact the lives of others.
whether it is a simple act of kindness, a smile, a nod, or just saying hello. Hello, I'm Pamela D. Marshall, corporate mindfulness coach and author of The Art of Forgiveness. I enjoy every opportunity to interact with others, whether they're in my home, sitting at my table for a holiday feast, or simply stopping by to say hello. My mother would often tell us, speaking is a sign of intelligence. Open your mouth, part your lips, show a smile, and say hello. Genius is common.
What if you could build your own city? A place where every child can find nurturing people to help them achieve their full potential. A place where every adult can access job training support, where health education is abundant, where social justice ruled the land. A place without limitations. Welcome. You have arrived at STEM City, USA. It is what every city should be. A safe and trusted community where you find people and resources to help you become everything you are and beyond. STEM City is unlike anything you have ever experienced. It is a digital twin of the world around you, only better. STEM City is about energy and soul renewal. It is more than a digital world. You can almost feel the power of live cultural events, music, and theater. STEM City promises a better future for children with caring mentors and hands-on activities with dedicated tutors to support our youth. STEM City is your passport to a healthy lifestyle with weekly events addressing our community's many issues. STEM City is your financial well-being with helpful information on wealth management, career advancement, job training, and so much more. STEM City is the community you deserve. It is the city where your dreams can come true. STEM City USA, a place in the sky that is accessible to all who reach for the stars.
Are you an innovative entrepreneur or business owner ready to embrace the future of business transformation?
The world is evolving at an unprecedented pace, and it's crucial to adapt and pivot towards success in this dynamic landscape. At the Hello LLC, we are dedicated to guiding you through this transformative journey, offering a comprehensive suite of services that extend beyond the metaverse and 3D immersive experiences.
Our mission is to empower businesses and brands by assisting them in building, branding, systemizing, and automating their operations. We specialize in steering businesses from a two-dimensional existence to a thriving three-dimensional presence, where opportunities abound.
We help businesses harness the power of technology to work smarter, not harder, enabling them to operate efficiently and stay ahead of the curve. Our diverse range of services includes
Our Biz in a Box is a complete business solution package designed to jumpstart your entrepreneurial journey. From strategic planning to digital infrastructure, we've got you covered. Your one app, one tap solution.
Our MotionWork AI videos transform your brand storytelling with our cutting-edge AI-driven video production, captivating your audience like never before.
Our 3D VR environments will step you into the future of immersive experiences. With our custom 3D virtual reality environments that engage and captivate your customers.
Lastly, in our Pivot membership program, we offer tailored guidance and support to either show you, teach you, or take care of the transformation process for you.
According to a 2023 study by Fundera, a staggering 28% of small businesses in the United States do not have an online presence. This statistic underscores the importance of embracing digital transformation. Having a website is more than just an online presence, it's a gateway to unlocking numerous benefits, including reaching a broader audience, showcasing your products or services, generating leads and sales, establishing trust, providing customer support, and maintaining competitiveness within your industry.
The Hello LLC is committed to helping you excel in all these aspects of modern business, not just limited to the metaverse alone.
Why should you choose the Hello LLC to navigate this transformational journey?
By partnering with us and harnessing cutting-edge technology, you can provide immersive experiences for your customers, expand your global reach, reduce operational costs, and enhance brand recognition, all while working with a company that holds integrity in high regard. Our commitment to ethical and principled business practices ensures that your journey towards success is not only innovative, it is also firmly rooted in trust and transparency.
Don't wait. Take the first step towards a brighter business future. Contact us today to explore how we can support you in developing a remarkable digital presence and immersive experience that will leave a lasting impression.
Content creators, welcome to Unite TV. Hey, are you struggling with having your content stand out from the crowd? Or is it that you're overshadowed by others who have more resources, followers, and influence? The good news is wherever we are, you are too. We help you grow your online presence and optimize your visibility, which gets you closer to your audience so you can build trust and loyalty. By using the power of our network, we help you build yours. Unite is a powerful tool to connect you with your friends, followers, and fans. And when fans rule, everyone wins. Join us. FAVE stands for Fans, Artists, and Venues. Submit your content today.
How many times have you been asked to help someone you didn't even know, a student, a business entrepreneur, or did you ever even ask, where did they end up? That business, that friend, that entrepreneur. Well, just maybe they ended up in a gang, bankrupt, homeless, or worse, dead. Maybe they turned to crime, drugs, and alcohol. Did you ever wonder? Did you destroy their dream, or was your life always so easy? At the Black Business Olympics, we started a movement to help students complete. Give them hope and foster success. Help them to leave their dreams of providing laptops, computers, and up to $5,000 in scholarship funds. Today, we ask you to help a student, a business owner, or an entrepreneur to realize their dreams by sponsoring them, supporting them, and buying from them. Consider this. With $1.6 trillion in our Black community, we only ask for a small donation for our students, our businesses, and our entrepreneurs. And you can change a life today. So I ask you, what are you going to do? Sit on the sidelines and watch our students in high school be losers, miss out on their dreams from lack of resources? Or are you going to donate to the movement and change their future and yours as well? Give us a call today at 919-308-9090. Change their life by investing with action to the Black Business Olympic Fund. The Black Business Olympics, one of the largest business showcases of Black business in the history of the world.
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black business. I am Black business. Tell me, are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. The world. Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpo.com. blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am Black Business.
Good afternoon. Business owners, entrepreneurs, thought leaders, and corporations. Welcome to the Black Business Network. My name is G. Hightower, Chief Purpose Strategist and CEO of Real Love Nation. Welcome to the Black Business Network. I am your business moderator for this afternoon, and the Black Business Network is a 24-hour business network which showcases Black businesses, business owners, entrepreneurs, and thought leaders worldwide. We have speakers from North Carolina, London, Singapore, Africa, Japan, and cities all over the United States. With this Black Business Network, we are a global community, and we share business knowledge to empower, inspire, and educate businesses about business. Our next keynote speaker for today is Miss Joycelyn Glover. Miss Joycelyn Glover Ellison is a mental health warrior and #1 best-selling international author who coaches Black women who have been impacted by mother wounds. The goal is to help them commit to fill their glasses with love, forgiveness, acceptance, and topped with compassion. I present to you today, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Joycelyn Glover Ellison, who is our keynote speaker. And I'm also going to have a chance to do a fireside chat with her today. Miss Joycelyn Glover Ellison, welcome to the Black Business Network. How are you today? You're on mute there, Miss Joycelyn.
I am doing well. Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Hightower. How are you? I'm honored to be here.
Yes, ma'am. It's a pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for joining us here today. Genius is common. I'll see you on the other side.
Hello, my name is Joycelyn Glover Ellison. I am a mental health professional. Part of what I want to talk to you about is mother wounds. And the reason that I am talking about mother wounds is that's one of those subjects that is kind of really heavy. No one really wants to talk about, but it is a reality for a lot of Black women, and it is even generational. So who I am is, like I said, I'm a mental health professional. I have my master's in clinical psychology, but I wanted to take a break from doing therapy to coaching realm, because with coaching, I can pretty much structure how I present the information to women and how I can help them become the person who they need to be to help them find their voice again. And so I do one-on-ones at the moment. And so right now, what I'm doing is I talk to women one-on-one to get a feel of like what it is that I can help them and how I can really help them. Sort of like a field test, if you will. And feedback has been really, really well. And so like I said, it's one-on-one. Women can call me. You know, you can reach me, and I'll be providing my contacts later on. But a lot of people don't like to talk about mothers unless you're talking about the good mothers. But my question is, what about those Black women who do not have a good experience with their mother, whose attachment or bond, if you will, is broken or fractured? What if their mothers didn't raise them, but then came back into their lives at a certain age? So that bond is not there. So then you have to work towards it. Then on the other hand, there are mothers who are, for lack of a better term, not really wanting to be mothers kind of maybe feel like they were forced into it, whatever the circumstances. But what I want to do is share my definition of what a mother wound is, so you can actually have an idea of what I'm talking about. And why is because I have my own mother wounds. Some I have worked through, some I am still working on. And so I have my lived experience, I have my education, and I have my professional experience also. And so because I talk a lot, but I want to give you my definition for mother wounds. And so it is your mother's narrative of pain and her adverse experiences that, for whatever reason, has impacted her to such an extent that she could not provide you those things that you need or are that you need as a child, right? Safety, love, protection. And so what I want to make perfectly clear is that it's not about, demonizing our mothers, but it's actually having empathy, because our mothers are humans and they have their own trauma stories that they have not worked through. And maybe it is such that they don't even want to face it. They don't want to admit it. Sort of one of those things of, if I don't talk about it, it's not real. But what happens is it colors how they raised us, or in some cases did not raise us, did not protect us, did not show us the love that we needed from them, that they did not see us, who we were, what made us who we were, right? And so as a result, we grew up in a survival mode, right? And so what I want to do is help women who have mother wounds, give them a safe space where they can acknowledge their mother wounds. And then they begin to work on them, because at this point, it's not about our mothers. It's about us getting to a point where we can actually prioritize ourselves, work on ourselves. Well, what do we need to do? Do we need to increase our self-love? Do we need to forgive ourselves? Because as children, we were not responsible for how our mother treated us or did not treat us. And then accept who we are in the moment, because who we are in the present is not who we are going to be in the future if we work towards being our best self for us. So it's all about, what do we need? And how do I get that? Who do I talk to? Because really, what is our family going to say if we say, my mother wasn't a good mother to us? What if you have other family members who, come down on you, try to gaslight you? What happens when your own mother gaslights you when you want to go and talk to her about what your childhood experience was? It's not that you're blaming her, but it's like, I just need to get it out of me. I need you to hear me, right? But then you're gaslit, right? And so what do you do with that? So then once again, you re-internalize those wounds, right? So it's like being wounded again. And so part of my coaching program is for women who already know that they have a mother wound, right? But how do you get past that? How do you find the courage to tell your story, right? Who is going to listen to you? Who is going to say, it's okay, you have a right to feel how you feel? Now, what are you going to do with that? And then there's women who want to have a relationship with their mother, right? But my question to them is, what happens if your mother never acknowledges your pain? If your mother continues to gaslight you, that when you do talk to your mother, she overtalks you, she yells at you, maybe curses at you, says things like, why are you trying to hurt me? And so what do you do with that, right? What do you do with that? And then one of the most important things is getting to the point where you forgive your mother. When we forgive our mothers, it does not mean that we condone the behavior, right? It does not mean that we are really okay with how they treated us as children. But it means that we are cutting those toxic ties that keeps us bound to that adverse childhood experience, the emotion, and the being in a place where, oh my gosh, I'm that little girl again, right? And I'm back in survivor mode, but I want to get you out of survivor mode, and I want to get you on the path to thrivership.
I love this, Miss Joycelyn. This is really incredible. You alluded to the fact that you went through and you are working through some of your own childhood trauma going through with your mom. What led you to actually become a coach in this area? Because this is really incredible. You're really a pioneer in this field. What led you, what inspired you to actually become a coach, more so than just a voice who would speak in churches or in the nonprofit sector? What led you to actually develop this and really develop yourself as a coach for people who've dealt with mother wounds?
Because when I would talk with my mother, and I would tell her, or attempt to tell her, right, that this is what my childhood experience was, because I needed to get it out of me. Because what happened, Mr. Hightower, is that when me and my mother would talk, it would be so non-productive. And even now, I don't even know who my mother really is. And my mother doesn't know who I really am, because I was one of those Black women whose grandparents raised them until I was 7. Then my mom came and got me. And brought me into she was already married to her husband, to my brother's father. So it wasn't like I was there and then met and all of this, but it was kind of like it's already this pre-made family, right? And so to answer your question is, every time I would talk with my mom, it would always be so contentious. Every time I went to tell her about my childhood experience, she would always bring in and say, well, your brothers had a bad childhood too. But we're talking about me, but you're bringing in other people. This has nothing to do with my brother. This is me and your conversation that I'm trying to have with you. And so this went on for years, Mr. Hightower. But then I realized, and my children, thank God for my children, they would tell me, Mom, you're mean. But I didn't see it because I was always operating through the lens of survivorship. It's like I will push you away. I will hurt you before you hurt me, before you leave me. All of those wounds that I experienced as a child, it carried over into me as an adult. And then, I had to have that light bulb moment, as they say, where it's like, whoa, I'm not happy with my life. I'm not happy with my relationship with my mother. And so I'm like, well, the Bible says all things are common to man. So if I have mother wounds, I'm sure there are other women who have them too.
We're dealing with the same thing.
Right. And I couldn't talk to my cousins, because who wants to say my mother was not a good mother, or the mother I needed for me? Not that she's a bad person, not that she's not a good mother to my brother, but me and my mother's relationship is not good.
So with that, how have you been able to define who is your target audience?
My target audience is Black women who have mother wounds, whether they acknowledge them or unacknowledged.
So how do you find the people? Because, Joycelyn, quite naturally, our tendency is to suppress how we feel rather than express how we feel, right? That's a natural tendency, especially for those of us beautiful melanated people, right? So how do you help people get to that place to really be able to, first and foremost, the first step toward the healing journey is acknowledging that I have an issue. So how do you find those people? How do you find your target audience who are willing to acknowledge that this is an issue, that I am suffering from mother wounds?
It's really interesting because it's like I'll have conversations with different women, and right now, I'm kind of like doing a real-time beta testing where I talk to women to kind of like get their perspective, but also be able to help them one-on-one, at least get to the point where, oh my gosh, you've given it a name. And so having those organic conversations where I don't lead with, oh, I'm a mother wound coach, we just have a conversation. And then as they talk to me, they start sharing with me. And so it's just really interesting how that came about. And it's like, they're like, oh my gosh, I can identify with that. I like what you just said. That really impacted me. And me, of course, I'm kind of like, oh, okay, I'm just me, and so I really had to come to the point that I can provide value and not just be talking to be talking. Then I also have my Instagram page. And so sharing different components of what is a mother wound, with the book and all of that. So, yeah. And once I stopped treating my coaching like a hobby and actually being intentional about it, more women are really reaching out to me.
I love that. Yeah, intentionality is everything, right?
Yes.
So my question for you is, quite naturally, and this is something that we as men, we face as we're having conversations with our beautiful queens, that there's oftentimes, as you've dealt with your mother and many other people who are watching would identify the same, that there's a lack of accountability when addressing issues and pains from the past.
Yeah.
So how do you help the mothers who may feel like they're being attacked when you're addressing these issues?
Well, Mr. Hightower, my focus is not on the mothers.
Okay.
Once a woman acknowledges her mother wound, I explain to her, this is about you. This is about me helping you prioritize yourself so you can begin the healing process to become the who that you need you to be for yourself. To be able to, as best you can without re-triggering yourself, go back and connect with your little girl to give her what your mother did not give her. And so I don't even deal with the mothers. I deal with the women who have the wounds from their mother.
I love
because
that.
we can't change our mothers. We can't make our mothers take accountability because they may not see or feel that they did anything wrong, because what if that was the relationship they had with their mother and their mother had with her mother, and becomes generational. So at some point we have to break that generational process of wounding our daughters.
Have to break that generational cycle. So through the coaching that you do, and you're working with the people who have suffered through soul wounds, or mother wounds, what are the benefits that happen for these women on the other side of you working with them?
The benefit is that they can become their best self, that they don't have to follow their mother's narrative. So, for example, if the narrative growing up was, I would have been better off without you. So then how do you internalize that? I'm not valuable. So then as an adult woman, you're going to people please to the point where you don't even consider yourself. You're always doing for other people. But then how does that make you feel internally? And so then once again, how do you express that, right? And so another thing is giving them a safe place to be able to say, this was my experience as a child. This is how I am today. I'm burning down my relationships. I'm hurting people. I'm self-sabotaging myself. Um, I am I'm drinking, I'm an alcoholic, or I am self-soothing with drugs because I can't face these wounds. I can't face, how I feel. And another thing is that getting them to understand that you have a choice. As an adult, hard lesson here, it's time to adult. Is what can you control? So one of the things I do is the circle of control. Inside of the circle, what can you control? You can control yourself. You can control what you think, how you feel, how you express yourself, who you let into your life. What can't you control? I can't control how my mother treats me. I can't control if my mother wants to get better, if she wants to heal, if she wants to get therapy, or if she wants to get coaching. And so that is one of those exercises where women really get to understand you're more powerful than you think you are. You have more courage than you think you have. It's just that you don't consider yourself. You don't make yourself a priority. You make everybody else around you a priority, or you burn everybody else, or you burn everything down around you.
Mm-hmm. My goodness. So do you offer these services as you're coaching in this area? Is this a program that you have, or do you work through individuals or corporations? What do you envision for a holistic coaching program?
No, this is because I do still work in the mental health field, but this is something that I do, and I'm really, really crafting it because, like I said, now I'm becoming really intentional because more women are reaching out to me and saying, "Hey, can I work with you?" So now it's like, okay, now it's like it's real time. Now it's time to put on the big girl boots and say, "Hey, okay."
Yeah.
So yeah, this really does have value because sometimes we think we have a good product, but unless you get feedback, you just kind of like blowing in the wind, I believe. And you have to have that feedback, and you have to kind of like go back and tweak what works, what doesn't work. And so because this is a program I'm developing for myself, and because coaching is not regulated, coaching can be whatever you want your coaching to be, as long as it's ethical.
Yes.
So I can structure this how Black women need it to be structured without someone saying, "Oh, you can't do this, you can't do this, you can't have this for them, you can't do this for them." It's whatever they need to help ease their pain.
So do you have any other products that you're developing or that you're creating at this time?
Well, I am actually working with my digital course coach, Angelique, that I am working on a digital course. And so that will be beginning of January. I'm also kind of like going back and forth with creating a workbook, which I think would be helpful. So some people are like, "Hey, do you have a podcast? You should do a podcast." I'm like, "Oh, I'm not there for the podcast. I don't want to do too many things at one time, and then it's not quality." So
yeah, I think, Joycelyn, and this is just my personal suggestion. I think a podcast show would be absolutely essential. Just once a week, or maybe you might even want to do it once every 2 weeks, because what you have to offer and what you're talking about is so unique. And again, I see you as a pioneer in this field. I'm sure there are others working in it, especially from the mental health space, but I haven't met anyone yet who is literally focused primarily on helping people heal from mother wounds. Do you work with women solely, or do you work with both men and women?
No, I actually work with women, but I think the cool thing about how I'm structuring my program is that even though I don't work with you, you can still take the knowledge. It's one of those things where you take what fits, what doesn't fit, you leave it alone, right? And because you hit a really great point, Mr. Hightower, is that what about the men who have mother wounds? So if they want to reach out, get some information, I'm all for it because I wouldn't turn anybody around. But my focus, because I'm a Black woman, and I know what my experience is as a Black woman and as a daughter, that is my focus. But I would not deny anybody who is in need of, even if it's just, what does it look like? What, to help me figure out, is this a real mother wound?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Wow. Our time is rapidly winding down, Ms. Joycelyn. It's been a pleasure talking with you. I want to ask a couple of questions, though.
Yes.
Talk to us about your book, Broken But Not Shattered. Why did you choose that title? And how soon is that book is going to be available?
Actually, it is in the anthology, which you can purchase on my author page. The reason I wrote that story is that is my mother wound story. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people look at broken as a negative, but here's the thing. Broken is that once you're broken, you get to decide what pieces to discard and what pieces to reincorporate, to rebuild yourself, to be who you need you to be.
Beautiful, beautiful. And when you're talking about reparation, talking about healing, basically, essentially going through a healing journey.
Yes.
In going through that, share with us, what are two, if you can give us, I like to call them love nuggets, Ms. Joycelyn. Mm-hmm. What are two practical love nuggets you can give us that will help people after they've acknowledged that, yes, I do have an issue with my mom. I do have some pain from the past that I realize I got to deal with. What are two practical steps that you could give us that will help a person begin that healing journey?
You have to decide what solution are you looking for? Are you looking to reconnect at some point with your mother, or are you looking to get yourself to where you need to be? And are you ready to put in the work? Because you have to elevate your level of self-love. You have to forgive yourself. Mm-hmm. And you have to accept who you are in the moment. But who you are in the moment is not who you're going to be in the future. And so accepting yourself, maybe you are an angry Black woman, for lack of a better term. It doesn't mean that 2 weeks from now that you're going to be an angry Black woman. You process your anger. Anger in and of itself is not bad or negative. It's just how you express it. Mm-hmm. So, and part of that is becoming emotionally intelligent, understanding that there are different emotions. What does it look like? When you're angry, what does that look like for you? And being able to journal that. So you can go back and reflect on, okay, on Monday, I wanted to burn the world down. Friday, I can look back and see, well, dang, I didn't have to do that. What could I have done different? So just processing it out, working through the process. And that's kind of like what I help women with, working through the process of, okay, this is where you are. Where do you want to be? So what do we do in the in-between? Tell me what you want to do, and I can help you.
Ms. Joycelyn, tell us, women who deal with mother wounds, is this problematic in how they develop romantic relationships with their man and their husbands?
Yes.
So talk to us, because I find that for myself as a relationships educator, I find that as I'm counseling and working with couples and helping them move toward marriage, or even working with couples who are married, I find oftentimes that both men and women, we're carrying what I call soul wounds, pain from the past. Mm-hmm. Specifically to what you do as a coach that helps women with mother wounds, how can you help women deal with this issue so that their anger, the pain that they're dealing, is not projected onto their husbands or their significant others, and they can start looking inwardly so they can heal?
Ooh, that's a big one. Part of it is they have to be willing to do the inner work. Recognizing that you are angry, recognizing that you are displacing who you're really mad at, which is your mother, but now you're making your husband or your significant other the whipping boy, and that's not fair. But that
so right there, let me interrupt you for a second, Ms. Joycelyn. Please excuse me. Right there, how does he? Because the husband can't say anything. He can't say, you mad, you ain't mad at me, you mad at your mama. You know, he can't say that. right? Because you know that's going to be a fight. Pour gasoline on a blazing fire, and we about to be on fire.
Right.
So help us, Miss Joycelyn, help us understand, how does the man help his woman, help his wife move toward her healing journey?
See, that's the trick bag, right? Because unless a person is willing to acknowledge that they are the problem, that they are the match, right? And depending on what triggers them, it could be a smell, it could be a phrase that their mother used, it could be feeling like you're discounting me, you're not listening to me, you're not seeing me. But the husband has no clue that this is going on with her, right? And so it's unfair that he has to take on that burden, right? And so we each have to do our own healing. We have to process it out, which is so important for people to really check their mental health before they get into relationships, because you have all this baggage that you're bringing into the relationship that the other person has nothing to do with. And you become toxic. You become that toxic partner. And, you know, your husband may be trying to help you, but he doesn't have a clue how to help you because he does not know what the root cause of your anger is. And she may not know what the root cause of her anger is, because you have to be willing to say, my mother didn't give me what I need. So as an adult woman, how do I give myself what my mother didn't give me? Because my husband I love him. He's valuable to me. He means something to me. I want to have a relationship with him, but I am wrecking things. But you have to be to that place, Mr. Hightower, where you're really ready to be brutally honest and say, okay, I have some issues. I need to get some counseling. I need to go to therapy. I need to get a coach. What does her support system look like? Does she have a support system who are not just yes women, but who are actually going to tell her, sis, listen, you wrong.
Wow. Miss Joycelyn, you are a jewel. Thank God for you and what you do. I can see that women that are watching this, and even some of my brothers who are watching this, could be tremendously helped. Tell us, before we let you go, how can we connect with you? How can we find you? Where can we come to the next class you're going to be hosting so we can get in on this? Well,
right now you can find me on Instagram, Jocelyn7525. Facebook, my name, Jocelyn Glover Ellison. And you can actually, if you want to buy the book, you go to my author page, which is bit.ly, author J. Glover Ellison, and you can purchase the book. There's 2 of them. The second one actually has my mother wound story in there. So people want to get a little bit of background. What is that? Or if they want to reach out to me on IG, just inbox me and just say mother wounds. Leave your contact information and I'll get back with you. And it's private, so nobody even has to know that you're even talking to me.
And what's your Instagram page? Share with us your Instagram page where they can follow you.
My Instagram is Jocelyn7525.
Jocelyn7525. Jocelyn7525. And give us that info again, your number, your website.
I don't have a website yet.
Okay.
So they can just, like I said, I'm getting intentional now, so they can contact me. We can set up some calls. They want to do a call. And
awesome. Is there a number they can reach you?
They can just inbox me.
Yes, inbox you. Inbox you on Instagram. All right. Yes. That's Jocelyn. That's JoyCellynn. Jocelyn7525 on Instagram. Yes. Send her an inbox and connect. Ladies, please reach out, because this woman is blessed to have some solutions that can help you. If you're mean as a junkyard dog, your kids are scared of you, and your husband or significant other is scared of you, please reach out to Miss Joycelyn so she can help you.
and even if you don't feel good about yourself, if you're, doing things that you don't want to do, if you're thinking about yourself in a negative, reach out to me.
Beautiful. Jocelyn, it has been a pleasure having you here with us. Thank you for being a part of the Black Business Network.
Thank you for having me. I'm so honored.
Yes, ma'am. You are very welcome. Genius is common. I'll see you on the other side. Wow, what an absolute honor to have Miss Jocelyn. That was incredible. Listen, family, the Black Business Expo's mission, we are here to raise funds for high school seniors going to college or K through 12 entrepreneurs. This expo is a fundraiser for students. You can go to blackbusinessexpousa.com. That's blackbusinessexpousa.com to donate to the scholarship fund, or you can use the Cash App that's on the screen below. And the Cash App address is $BBX USA. That's BBX USA. Our goal, family, is to give laptops and up to $5,000 to 10 students. That's right, $5,000 to 10 students. And students can register online, once again, at blackbusinessexpousa.com. Listen, family, every dollar counts, all right? Please don't think that your dollar won't mean much. It will. Every dollar counts. So we want to remind you to please donate to the scholarship fund. We want to thank our Black Business Expo USA sponsors. And we are so glad, and we need some more, but they are NC100, Moody Capital Partners, Suede Soul, The Hello LLC, Lotus Richet, Coaching and Training, Carolina, Virginia Minority Supplier Development Council, Step Management, 5-Star BDM Media, Barbara H. Smith LLC, Margie McLean Foundation, Genius is Common, Earth Essentials, Mullane Shani Global, Executive Women's Success Institute, The Quality Coaching Company, Superwoman Business Services, Creative Force Studios, Lee Entertainment, Artistic App Design, and of course, Black Business Expo USA. Once again, family, this is G. Hightower, Chief Purpose Strategist and CEO of Real Love Nation. Genius is common. I'll see you on the other side.
Attention all entrepreneurs and companies. Are you looking for reliable and efficient virtual assistants and back office support to help you manage your business tasks? Look no further than Superwoman Business Services. Our team of virtual assistants provides a full range of administrative support services, including operations management, social media marketing, and much more. We also offer website design services to help you create a professional online presence that reflects your unique brand. In addition to administrative support and website design, we offer business development and structuring services to help you grow your business and achieve your goals. We'll work closely with you to identify areas of improvement and develop a customized plan to help you reach your full potential. At Superwoman Business Services, we understand that running a business can be overwhelming and time-consuming. That's why we're here to help you fly high and achieve success. Our virtual assistants are highly skilled, experienced, and dedicated to providing you with the support you need to thrive. Come fly with us and take your business to new heights. Let us help you become the superhero entrepreneur you are meant to be. Contact Superwoman Business Services today to learn more about our back office support services. Come fly with us and take your business to new heights.
If you live without income for the next year, 2 years, 3 years, maybe even 5 years, you might be thinking, well, that's a silly question. Well, is it? What if some medical event occurs in your life where you no longer can be the superstar in your household and generate that income? Or what about a planned event where your income comes to a sudden stop? Perhaps your employment has been terminated or your business has ceased operating. Are you prepared with a backup financial income? Or what about those voluntary events in life where you decide it's time to disconnect, perhaps retire, stop working? Do you have a backup income plan or something in place? I'm Sabrina Protic, your financial coach, helping you develop an income plan. Your financial tomorrow depends on what you do today.
Connect with me for a bright and secure financial future.
Social media is evolving. It's more vibrant, more colorful, more energetic, and so are you. It's not just photos anymore. It's video, it's audio, it's subscriptions. And now there's Fanbase, a new monetized social network. Fanbase delivers the complete native app experience with full content monetization for every user. No algorithms that shadow ban your engagement or growth, and no ads. Follow anyone for free and subscribe directly to your favorite creators for $4.99 a month. Plus, show some love by tipping on any post. Also, make a Fanbase page and monetize your content the same way. Finally, connect with your followers by posting the amazing content you already create. And now, get paid for it. It's time to energize and monetize. Because everyone's a fan of something, and everyone has a fan base.
Did you know that our black dollar only lasts for 6 hours in our community? Yet other communities, their dollars last for 19 to 30 days.
The Black Wall Street Nation. Black Wall Street Nation. Yes, that's why we created the Black Wall Street Nation. Black Wall Street Nation is a centralized directory available to all black businesses across the world. It was created for businesses like you, the ones that want to start and the ones who have a dream that have already started, such as businesses like Drop in a Bucket Productions, Valito Foods, Sugar Tea Branding Firm, All the Dazzle, Bun Cakeaholic, Miss Riot, and you. We'll have marketing, seminars, and some funding coming soon just for you. So, we want you to come and join us. www.blackwallstreetnation.com. See you there.
How many times have you been asked to help someone you didn't even know? A student, a business entrepreneur? Or did you ever even ask, where did they end up?
Dr. Eric Kelly III and a host of phenomenal speakers from all around the globe for this 7-day virtual event that you don't want to miss.
The mission of the Black Business Expo is to raise scholarship money from kids all the way from high school all the way from college. The Black Business Olympics is one of the largest Black business showcases in the world. It is an opportunity for businesses and companies to showcase their businesses globally. We are going to be giving away laptops up to $5,000 away to students. Again, I'm Olivia Appleberry, the founder of 2 Cents Finance and one of the speakers for the expo. I am so excited to see you there. For more info, go to www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090 and hope to see you there.
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black business. I am Black business. Tell me, are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. The world! Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am Black business.
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep, I am Black business. I am Black business. Are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black America in North Carolina. Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-380-9090. I am Black business. I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep, I am Black business. I am Black business. Are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black America in North Carolina. Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-380-9090. I am Black business. I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep, I am Black business. I am Black business. Are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the...
I was born in a little village on the island of Haiti. Many deadly diseases pounded me. It is as if they were on a mission to end my existence on this earth. I refused to give up. In 1983, I left Haiti and came to the United States of America. And I came with $5, 2 shirts. I didn't speak in English. I came to Atlanta. I got a job. I was a doorman. I was a doorman with a dream. What I used to do, I used to come on stage. I'd rehearse this moment that I'm standing in front of you. That's the power of a dream. Maybe today is the day you begin acting as if you already have it. And then step out with full force. Take a risk. No condition is permanent. Don't let your situation distract you. You are chosen. You are called. You are born for a purpose in this life.
Phenomenal Tanya T. Wise, who is here from the great state of Maryland. Tanya, welcome and thank you for being with us today. Can you indulge our audience a little bit and tell them just a little bit more about who you are and what it is that you do?
Well, I love being able to talk to people and have a magnetic attitude, being able to just show them. So I always like to say, level up is Coach at Tanya T. Wise here.
So can you tell our audience, just give them a teaser about what your presentation will be about?
So my philosophy is that we should all be living our dream life. So tomorrow I'm going to talk about how you start living your dream life. What are some of the things that you thought about in your childhood that you just kind of let go and dormant?
Wow.
And I want to reignite that and just give you some pointers and some tips, some tools, some strategies to be able to start living your best life now. And guess what, Akwanda? And leave an inheritance for your legacy.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I know that's resonating with a lot of people. I've heard that you have a dynamic coaching program. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Absolutely. So our coaching program help people that have the lack of time, that lack strategies, and lack the confidence to go after their dream life. So we help them implement tools, we help them implement strategies, as well as give them resources so that they can live their best life now and leave that inheritance.
Wow. Oh, I love that. I love the leave the inheritance part. Listen, you are dropping some major nuggets, and I know a lot of what you're saying is resonating with a lot of people, but I think we're all curious. How did you even make this transition into the speaking and coaching arena? What's the story behind this?
So I started out in finance, and I realized that a lot of people don't necessarily go after their dream life because of the lack of finances or the education behind finances. But it wasn't until I lost my firstborn, my only son, that life changed for me. And where I was going after it all, living the corporate life, hit my 6-figure income and living in my dream house with my dream man, driving my dream car. I nearly lost it all when I lost my son. And so I realized it only takes one financial catastrophe that can change your entire life. That's what made me start All New Beginnings. Because no matter what's going on in life, there's a new beginning. And because of that, we develop a program called Wise Minded. My little slogan is, don't just dream it, let's live it.
If they want to connect with you or work with you, what is the best ways for them to be able to do that?
Well, for my social media guru, you can connect with me on every single social media platform as Tanya T. Wise.
It's time for you to start bossing in social media. For all your social media needs, you've come to the right place at the right time to get your website designed, landing page, social media platforms, and get the training you need to get in front of the people that's ready to buy your products and services. Let me train you with StreamYard, Zoom, Clubhouse, and much more. And let me help you get your virtual professionals, not assistants, because assistants can only assist you, but the virtual professionals can give you that professional flavor that you need to expand your reach and increase your revenue. Jump on in and get in where you fit in and start boxing today.
Did you know women represent just 3% of Fortune 500 CEOs and less than 15% of corporate executives at top companies worldwide? Have you wondered what the secrets are to getting into the top ranks, whether in the private or public sector? Do you want to figure out how to stop being held back in your career or passed over for promotion? Then you're in the right place. Hi, I'm Dr. Madeline Ann Lewis, President and CEO of the Executive Women's Success Institute. I have decades of experience in the military, the federal government, and corporate America. And my mission is to help women succeed and tap into their full potential. I want to reach 1 million+ women around the world to become the leaders they are meant to be. So if you want to move into a management or executive level position, or maybe you are a female veteran transitioning out of the military into business entrepreneurship, then reach out to the Executive Women's Success Institute at 301-693-3284. Let us get you on the fast track to success.
Are you aware that showing off your expertise can gain customers and position you as an expert in your industry? Consumers need confidence to purchase, so let us showcase your knowledge by interviewing you for a 3 to 5 minute video. We'll position you as an industry expert with a customized interview-style video, and for a limited time, we'll cover all production costs. Click this ad or call now for all the information. You'll want to experience the same 5-star service our customers love. So take advantage of this one-time offer. Click this ad or contact us now.
I'm Ramon Gray, founder of Smart Hustle Magazine and smallbiztechnology.com.
You're here today to celebrate small business success. Stand up on your feet. You rocked the house. It was amazing. Didn't we learn? For me, success comes from failure. One thing not to do is shake somebody's hand like this.
I'm Kennedy Harris. My genius is being an entrepreneur. I'm the CEO of K-Lock, a company where I develop my very own line of kids supplements. I currently market my multivitamin for kids to help combat weak immunity. During the pandemic, research has shown that having a strong immune system is key to fighting off disease. My vitamins are for kids, but adults can benefit from them as well. I'm adding a proprietary blend to my supplement line. I want to create my own blend so that I have a competitive edge in the marketplace. Staying healthy is important to me so that we live longer and have healthier lives. My website is klockproducts.com. That is K-L-O-C-K. Genius is common.
Ladies and gentlemen, and fellow professionals, please allow me to introduce myself. I am David Jones, the co-founder and CEO of the Hello LLC, where I am passionately dedicated to guiding individuals and businesses toward their own return on time investment. Time is my only competition. With over 20 years of experience as a corporate C-level executive, I bring a wealth of knowledge and expertise to the Hello LLC. My career journey has been marked by a relentless pursuit of excellence in marketing, strategy, and business management leadership. I have had the privilege of working with renowned Fortune 500 companies such as Xerox, American Airlines, Hilton, and Geico. However, what truly drives me is the transformational work we do at the Hello LLC. We are pioneering a new approach to business in the metaverse, where we empower businesses and individuals to build strong foundations, automate their processes and systems, while thriving in the ever-evolving digital landscape. More than just a 3D digital marketing agency, the Hello LLC is truly a community built on love, kindness, and integrity. We want more for you than from you. As I often say, collaboration is the new competition. In an era where time is the most precious commodity, I am here to guide you toward your own return on time investment, because if time was sold in stores, it would be sold out. With a deep commitment to excellence and a strong belief in the power of community, I don't just lead a company, I lead a movement into the future of business. Ladies and gentlemen, it is both an honor and a pleasure to be your guide on this remarkable journey. I am David Jones, and together, we will embrace a future marked by success, collaboration, and the transformative work we do at the Hello LLC. Hello stands for helping everyone live life optimally. So, Let's make that pivot together and start living life optimally. Today.
You are in the right place at the right time. The Black Business Network opens again for its Black Business Olympics, a 24/7 broadcast on business, strategies, global branding, social media marketing, finance, advertisement, and much, much more. Featuring the top, most powerful entrepreneurs and speakers and thought leaders from all around the world as they gather together for this phenomenal event. Join the Black Business Network streaming live into the metaverse, STEM City, USA, Black Multiverse, Pod TV, Roku, Hulu, iHeartRadio, Apple TV, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Google Podcasts, Facebook, LinkedIn, IBM TV, Spotify, and Twitch. Tune in today and be a part of this amazing movement. The Black Business Olympics welcomes you.
I am Black Business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black Business. I am Black Business. Tell me, are you Black Business? I am Black Business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black Business. Black Business Expo. One of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. The world! Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am Black Business.
Good afternoon, business owners, entrepreneurs, thought leaders, and corporations. Welcome to the Black Business Network. My name is G. Hightower, Chief Purpose Strategist and CEO of Real Love Nation. I am your business moderator for this afternoon on the Black Business Network. The Black Business Network is a 24-hour business network showcasing Black businesses, business owners, entrepreneurs, and thought leaders worldwide. We have speakers from North Carolina, London, Singapore, Africa, Japan, and cities all over the United States. The Black Business Network is a global community which shares its business knowledge to empower, inspire, and educate businesses about business. Our keynote speaker for this afternoon is Mr. Victor V. Johnson. Victor is a highly rated, inspirational, and transformational speaker. He's a youth advocate, business coach, real estate entrepreneur, and published author based out of the Dallas-Fort Worth area. He is also the community outreach coordinator on the mortgage team for Prosperity Bank, where he develops strategies to create more homeowners in the Black communities of Texas and Oklahoma. Victor spent 17 years managing and developing dozens of leaders in call centers, leading teams, processes, and relationships. At age 41, he began his rental property portfolio, and at age 44, he published his first book. His book is entitled Proven Pathways to Wealth and Happiness. Since then, Victor has impacted well over 250,000 lives through his stage appearances, his Mindset Monday posts, his YouTube channel, and his Create Your Future Self. He now has 8+ years of experience as a professional speaker, real estate entrepreneur, and business and real estate investing coach, having created dozens of successful real estate investors. Victor works with groups, organizations, schools, and other organizations around the country. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Victor V. Johnson. We are so honored to have this awesome gentleman here today. He is going to equip us, empower, and encourage us with some awesome information that I believe is going to be life-changing. Mr. Victor Johnson, it is a pleasure to have you here. So welcome to the Black Business Network. How are you today?
I'm outstanding, Mr. Hightower. Brother, you are smooth, man. I appreciate you having me on today.
Thank you, sir. It's an honor to have you. As we say here at the Black Business Network, genius is common. So, Mr. Victor, I want you to go ahead and share a little bit about your journey. I definitely am honored to have a fireside chat with you. But as I have been blessed to introduce you, I want to give you a minute or two to introduce yourself and just share with us a little bit about how you started on this journey versus the normal path, which is employment. But you chose a different path, which is to help people move from employment to actually start building wealth. Tell us about that journey, Victor.
Absolutely. Thank you so much again. So my name is Victor Vonico Johnson. My dad was an avid reader. That middle name comes from a Black Spaniard named Vonico that was part of the Lewis and Clark expedition that discovered Arizona and New Mexico, that part of the country. So Victor Vonico Johnson. And yes, I am currently a published author. My book is called Proven Pathways to Wealth and Happiness, available on Amazon and also on my website, BeTheVictor.us. How did I get here? What caused me to write a book, to get out here and start serving the community about home ownership and the importance of investing in real estate? Well, not too long ago, probably 2015-ish, actually before that, 2013, I had a credit score that was in a very low 500s. I'm talking about I could not finance cars, wasn't able to buy a house at that time. And the crazy thing about it is I was making well over about $80,000 at that time, which if you think back to 2013, that wasn't a bad dime for you to make on a paycheck, on a job. And so even with that earning, I was living paycheck to paycheck. You're watching me, you're listening to me. Somebody out there can relate to that. Making good money, living paycheck to paycheck. Well, me personally, my issue was the same issue that many of you have. We were trying to impress others. I'm driving nice cars, maxing out money on car notes and putting rims on my car. I'm paying top dollar rent, eating out as often as I can. I already had a wife and some kids, so I was definitely in that lifestyle of a family, taking care of my family, but I still wasn't managing my money correctly. I was, again, living paycheck to paycheck. I would make big bonus checks and that lifestyle creep would kick in. And so I finally, one day we were taking a road trip. At the time I was living in Atlanta. My family and I, we took a road trip down to Orlando, Florida. It's about an 11 or 12 hour drive from Atlanta. And so my credit was so bad, I was unable to even rent out or book out a rental car before that trip, right? So I had to wait till I got paid Friday, shot over to the rental car place, swipe my debit card, get a rental car, and pack my kids up and my wife. And we rode down to Orlando for really a 3-day weekend because I got to get back to work. I didn't have a lot of vacation hours. Couldn't book out the hotel until we got down there. So I'm speeding down to Florida. And of course, I get a speeding ticket because I'm trying to rush down there and get down there. So I'm creating more debt even in that situation. We get down to Florida. I book out a decent hotel. I won't even say it was a great hotel. My kids probably didn't realize that it was a decent hotel, but Mrs. Johnson knew it was just a decent hotel at best. And so we scraped up a few dollars to have a little bit of a good time for that Saturday, Sunday morning. We pack it up. We heading back to Atlanta so I can get back to work on Monday. So we're riding back to Atlanta and my kids are sleeping in the back seat, all slumped over on each other. Look over at my wife. She's asleep as well. And in one moment, I caught my own eyes in that mirror. And I did not like the man that I saw in that rearview mirror. I didn't like that man as a father, as a husband, as a provider. You know, I shouldn't be living that way at that time in my mid-30s. And so I decided when we got home, everybody got settled in, washed up, ate, and they went to bed. I stayed up, pulled out a notepad and decided to write down the obstacles that were getting in the way of me being the man that I wanted to be and also the things that that man would do. What kind of books would he read? How would he manage his money? Where would he work? Would he be in business? What kind of husband and father would he be? So those were two different sides of the page, and that ultimately became my to-do list. Fast forward, I got my credit together through some very specific steps that I outlined in my book, Proven Pathways to Wealth and Happiness, some very specific things. I got my discipline down packed. You know, success and failure lies within your daily habits. So I changed my daily habits, maybe cut out a few friends or things that were going on, changed some habits, some bad habits that weren't serving me well. And ultimately, my credit score got better. We purchased our first home. I got better jobs because I'm also cultivating better relationships. And with that better job, I increased my income. And ultimately, I got a position that led me to Austin, Texas, at the end of 2013. And with that job, I was able to double my salary. We sold the house in Atlanta, so I was able to clear out any remaining debts that I had with the proceeds from the sale of the home. And I'm basically a new man in Texas. I'm starting to become the man that I wanted to be. And I got introduced to rental property investing as I was working at that new job. And at that time, I was able to muster up a few dollars to buy our first rental property down in San Antonio. And in that first property, over the course of 2 years, by increasing the value with the equity capture that we received, with the market improvements that happened, with the rental dollars that we were pulling in, 2 years later, when we sold that property, when I looked at the actual dollars that I invested, we made about a 300% return on cash investment. And that's when I said, rental properties may be a way for me to go. And so a couple properties later, we picked up a couple more. Again, I'm still working my corporate job. I have a good friend of mine named Lonzy Green. He calls it being an employed entrepreneur. Well, I became an employed entrepreneur, and there's absolutely no shame in that. And so at that time, I was able to, again, pick up a couple more rental properties. And there was one particular day where I was able to close with a mobile notary on 2 rental properties in one day. One notary came at noon. We closed on that property. Another one came at 12:30. We closed on that property. And I ended up posting on social media, God is so good. I'm blessed to have changed some of the habits in my life. And now I was able to close on 2 properties on my lunch break. Well, of course, that attracted quite a bit of attention. And in fact, my sister, who was still in Atlanta, reached out and asked would I start coaching her and some of her girlfriends on how to get that first rental property. And I did that. And after a few calls, I realized that some people were dealing with fear. Others were dealing with credit, financial challenges. Others just didn't know the walk to follow in order to get those rental properties. And so instead of continuing those Zoom calls, I decided to write the book, Proven Pathways to Wealth and Happiness. And I go into the specific steps that I followed, the exact items that I did to improve my credit, how I got a better job, how I was able to build better relationships, and of course, how we got that first rental property investment. I mean, it was an entire mindset shift. And so now I get an opportunity to speak to people out there like you that want to stop living paycheck to paycheck, improve their credit score, start investing in rental properties. I also have a youth program called Create Your Future Self Youth Program, where I'm able to go into colleges, high schools, and middle schools and mentor Black and brown kids or underserved kids on how they can avoid some of the habits that I had in my 20s and early 30s and hopefully get off to a good track. And we teach them about values, passion, purpose, financial literacy, entrepreneurship, real estate, how to project themselves, how to look people in the eye, how to shake hands, how to clean themselves, how to dress properly. And I am so proud of that program. And again, you heard Mr. Hightower mention that I also am the community outreach coordinator for Prosperity Bank. We are a regional full-service bank in Texas and Oklahoma. And my 100% job with Prosperity Bank is to create more Black homeowners in Texas and Oklahoma. So I am very, very blessed to be in this situation. I, again, am a employed entrepreneur, and I am so proud to be that. And you can learn more about me, and we'll talk more about it, but you can learn more about me at bethevictor.us. Mr. Hightower, I'm back.
Powerful, Mr. Johnson. I am so honored to hear your story. What a beautiful story, man. Listen, we ought to make this a movie.
Let's go.
Listen, let's make it happen. First of all, thank you so much for your transparency. Thank you for sharing your story. A lot of us want to only share our successes, but really not share the mess that preceded our success. So thank you, brother. Thank you so much for sharing with us today. Share with us, who is the ideal person for you, Mr. Johnson? Who is the ideal person that you want to mentor and coach? Because, you know, a lot of us, we can't see ourselves being both employed and an entrepreneur. Absolutely. So who would be your ideal person?
So that's a great question. So the ideal customer for me is somebody out there that's watching now that is already experienced their corporate career. Maybe they're looking for the second act in life. They're in their late 30s, 40s. They may have even saved a few dollars with their 401k or some other IRA or savings, and they want to start getting into real estate investing, specifically rental property investing, or even entrepreneurship. So I currently get an opportunity to do public speaking at a lot of events where there are entrepreneurs in their 40s and they're looking to take that second act. How do they start building legacy for their families and not only have the money that they've earned in their corporate life, but start building something that can live long beyond themselves? And so that's the ideal client for me with my rental property and entrepreneurship coaching program.
Mm-hmm. Now, I'm sure you've encountered this. You mentioned about even when you were dealing with your sister's friends, and I'm sure other clients that you've worked with along the way,
yes,
that the number one factor we face is fear. And I want to go ahead and address this elephant, this huge elephant in the room, Mr. Johnson. A lot of us don't trust us.
Yeah.
And so that alone brings about a fear factor that what if this man runs off with my money, or he's shady in a business deal, or the acquisition of the property, something goes awry, and all of a sudden he goes into the witness protection program and I never hear from him again.
Absolutely. Well, the
how
beautiful
do
thing
we help people, Mr. Johnson? How do we help people get past those fears?
Well, first of all, with my program, you are taking your dollars and investing in a property on your own. I don't have a syndication. You're not giving me any money except for the money for my tutelage and my time to guide you on how to do this on your own. And you can follow your own steps from that point. So that takes care of that. But the fear is a hard thing to change. You know, the one thing that I've learned is that we've got to work through that daily. Like, read positive things, take in shows like this where you can learn more. You got to get the information, get mentored by people. But the fear is really something that they should embrace, because on the other side of fear is that success, is that overcoming, the learning, the opportunity for you to become something better and to create your future self, which is my tagline, create your future self. And it does take a lot of spiritual guidance, whatever your particular spiritual outlet is, but a lot of faith, prayer, hard work. I'm not going to lie and tell you that this is, you just dream it up and the next day it's there. You've got to do the work. And as you start getting little small victories, it builds the momentum for you to build that courage to take the next step. You know, I've learned that the best thing to do is just take the next step and get the information. And it's like the universe supports you and it just starts clearing the pathway for you to get where you're trying to go. And you've got to be very clear on where that is that you want to go, not worry so much about how you get there, but what it is that you want to accomplish as you're going through that process.
Victor, I love this. You mentioned also about your youth program, your Create Your Future Self youth program. So, of course, quite naturally, there's the adults that you talk to and helping people like myself. We're definitely going to exchange information because I definitely want to be a part of what you're doing, particularly on a community level. I definitely have some ideas and want to sit and collaborate with you. So we'll definitely stay connected.
Sure.
The youth. How do you bring this program into the community to help youth create a future for tomorrow?
Absolutely. So the beautiful thing is with Create Your Future Self youth program, I've been able to get support from a lot of Dallas nonprofit organizations, Big Thought, Dallas City of Learning, some other nonprofits that have partnered with me to do it. It started as a summer youth program. 2020, We thought we were going to be able to bring in about 50 kids in the community. And then, of course, the pandemic happened, and we were actually able to convert it to a virtual program, which it ended up being better because people were sharing it out with family members in other parts of the world. We had 3 countries represented: Africa, Canada, the US, about 13 states that where kids were just zooming in and connecting with each other. And the beauty of this program is that I'm able to partner with a lot of local entrepreneurs and leaders that can help me to facilitate. So it's not just Victor Johnson speaking to these young folks, but we're teaching them different ways that they can get exposed to other careers: cyber security careers, the banking careers, entrepreneurship, real estate, things like that. And so now I've been fortunate enough to partner with many of the school districts in Texas to be able to make this a younger program for 8th grade boys. And we call that one Pathfinders, where they're creating their own pathway in life. And so with Pathfinders, that's character building, entrepreneurship, the financial literacy. And listen, we all know, coming from the Black community, we don't oftentimes get the information about how money works. How do we save properly? What's the disciplines? What is a compound interest? What's the rule of 72? How do you invest in things to make that grow? And so we break it down. We give them fun activities tied around, their life and things that they can relate to help them get excited about money, to get excited about building something, not only for their family, but for their community, and starting to learn how to invest and circulate the dollars back in the Black community. So I'm really excited about that program. And we're always looking for more opportunities to mentor with the Create Your Future Self youth program.
Oh, that's great, Victor. So talk to us about, as a professional speaker, now you have these programs that are going on. As a professional speaker, how does Mr. Johnson position himself to cover other topics? What other topics do you cover as a professional speaker? Someone, we're listening to you today, being a part of this awesome Black Business Network. What other topics would you want them to invite you to cover as a public speaker?
So the areas that I cover are leadership training. I cover development of new supervisors and managers. I have a sales training program. Fortunately, because I spent 17 years in corporate, I was a debt collector. And so I had to manage call center teams. So a lot of the people that are hiring me now are call centers. I'm able to teach them how to manage the minutes in the day to maximize the usage of their teams, how to develop new leaders on their team. So people that are at supervisor level, we train them on how to become directors in their organization, things like that. We're also able to teach leaders, especially those that want to start their own businesses, how to run their business. So for sure, how to market, how to structure your business so that you're not getting in trouble with Uncle Sam, how to ensure that you are building a team and processes and systems that help build your business and help you to scale up. And with my background in the real estate investing, the debt collection area, and now in banking, I'm able to help people to understand what they need to get funding for their businesses. And so that's something that I'm super proud of, because again, oftentimes in our community, we don't get the structure set up. Maybe we didn't have the wherewithal or the finances to go to a business school or finish college. So I'm able to bring in, again, other experts to help me facilitate those trainings to grown-ups and adults as well.
That's awesome, Mr. Johnson. This is incredible information. So the schools, the nonprofit sector, you're working with leadership, team building. How do you help people within an organization if you're going to bring a program to an organization or to, let's say, a school, but we're having inner conflict. We're having conflict that's counterproductive to the organization, whether it's a business, a school, or any other type of organization. How do you help them resolve the conflict so that we can work together to succeed in some of these things that you teach us in terms of economic development and real estate investment? How do you help them?
Great question. So on the corporate side, we want to meet with the executive team first, take a look at the data. Let's look at what you're looking to accomplish, why you're not accomplishing it. And then we kind of see where the gaps are. Sometimes it's a people related thing. Sometimes it's a system related thing. Sometimes it's the leadership that's already currently there. And so we want to be transparent with them about how we can step in and help. We want to look at what they already have in place. from the school level, it's a little bit easier actually, because I'm not a school teacher or an administrator. I'm coming in as a paid vendor, just like if their AC unit or HVAC went out, they're hiring me in as a vendor to come in and do a particular service. And so I'm able to show our curriculum, our pathways curriculum, or to create your future self curriculum. And our goal is really to help them with those students that are having behavior challenges, those that are having attendance issues. In the school district, they get paid when students show up. So if students aren't showing up, they are very motivated to find solutions for that. And so we just really want to be transparent about what is your true challenge that you're dealing with. And I'll be the first one to tell you whether or not we can meet that need. But the other beauty of me is that I'm so connected that I'll bring in other resources or find somebody who might be able to meet the need if it's outside of my scope. And so it's just about being very communicative and clear with what their challenges are and what solutions I can bring with my business.
Wow, that's amazing, Mr. Johnson. So in addition to, and I love that because that's in my lane too. I love helping organizations get back. I love what you said. You said, check the data. So let's get back to the vision.
Yes.
What is our ultimate goal? What did we set out to do originally, right?
Yep.
And then how do we get back there? I love what you said, and differentiating between a people issue, whether it's personnel or a systems issue. Or maybe if we need to get rid of leadership.
Hey, they all could be one. It could be all or individual. You never know sometimes.
I love that. So share with me, you mentioned about going to schools. I assume that you also work with colleges and high school level, middle school level as well. Is that correct?
Yes. 8th grade is the lowest grade that we'll work with.
Okay. 8th grade is the lowest grade. Okay, good. So with that, how can schools hire you and your team to come in to help give them information that's going to be really about helping these young people create the future self program within their school, whether it's college, high school, or middle school era?
Absolutely. So they can visit bethevictor.us/create your future self. They want to learn more about how to specifically get into to reach out to me on coming to their schools. One other thing is that I've partnered with another entity, and we're looking at creating a train the trainer situation where teachers can take this framework and train themselves, or administrators can be brought in on their own and they can do this same facilitation. Look, we're not recreating the wheel, but we do want to let them know that a framework that we've followed seems to work very well. Like we're big on having the kids understand about gratitude, and we use mantras, and there's a whole structure that's been set up for that. So we welcome schools. I really, really want to get more schools, because we already know that when students drop out of high school, they have 5 times higher chance of going to prison. We know that if students are not reading by the 4th grade, they're definitely going to jail. So we don't go that far back, but if we got kids in that 8th grade level, right before they go into high school, we're able to catch them and give them some tips on how to be impactful with their values, to understand how the decisions that they make impact those around them, and again, the other students in the community and in their household. And so we really do want to get into more 8th grade classrooms. We just started the Pathfinders program with this school year. It is working phenomenally, but for sure, high schools and colleges have brought me in. With the colleges, it's been more about entrepreneurship and the real estate side. These young folks in their early 20s, they are really excited about entrepreneurship and real estate investing. And so bethevictor.us, you can learn all the ways to contact me for sure there.
I love that, Mr. Johnson. So, of course, many people have a lot of anxiety about, how do I get started? They're at a dead end in their life. They're on a dead end job. They can't stand their job. The car is breaking down. I'm looking at my wife crazy. She's looking at me crazy. How do you get from that place and start going to the path, moving toward the path of prospering or finding your best self? I love what you talked about at the outset of our session today, of our chat today. You talked about writing some things down because you want to become a different man, not looking at this man in the mirror, but a better version of him. right? How do you help people get to that place? Just starting out, what are 3 practical steps, Mr. Johnson, that you could give us to just help people get started?
So number one, I would for sure have them do that step. Write it down, just brain dump on a sheet of paper. And for me, it was looking at what's the obstacles in your way. And this relies on you to be very transparent with yourself. So if you got to go to a library and close yourself in a room where you're not distracted by others or thinking that somebody's judging you, but write it down. So that would be the first thing, brain dump on a sheet of paper. Number 2, realize that life is not horrible at this point. Like a sense of gratitude. Write down. So I have an exercise, Mr. Hightower, where every morning, that moment where you're woke, but you're not quite up yet. And, you're aware that you are awake. I just think back the last 24 hours. What am I grateful for? The roof over my head. I had something to eat. My children are healthy. Sometimes it'll be just the fact that I made it to this 24 hours to be here to say that I'm grateful for something. So gratitude is a big part of that. And then the third thing is, I would say, find an accountability partner or a group. I'm part of a group called King's Accountability Group. They're a nonprofit based out of California. We are brothers that want to see each other to be the best version of ourselves. So if you got a group or find somebody, they don't even have to be somebody that's close in your family. It could be a coworker. It could be a neighbor, somebody that's going to be brutally honest with you about, hey, you said you wanted to get your finances right. Did you put that $100 towards that credit card like you said you was going to do 2 weeks ago when we talked about this? Like writing your goals down, be grateful for what you do currently have, because you may realize you got more going on for yourself. And then having that accountability partner, those are just 3 quick nuggets that I would say. And visualize and believe in yourself. I know it seems so simple, but really believe we can do anything. There are no limits on life. So if you can believe in yourself, you can achieve whatever it is that you want to.
I love that, Mr. Johnson. That is amazing. Your goals, sir. What do your goals look like for the next 5 years? I can't believe that our time is just like the road runner. This is amazing. Yes. You've been such a blessing, Mr. Johnson. We probably have maybe about a minute and a half.
Yes.
Tell us really quickly. I want to give you 2 questions. So first of all, share with us, if you can, really quickly, what does Mr. Victor Johnson's journey look like in the next 5 years? And then, of course, please tell us how we can connect with you.
So number 1, I want to impact 10,000 young people through the Create Your Future Self Youth Program, where we've helped them to get through high school and either start a trade, start investing, or go off to college, right? Secondly, from a personal family perspective, we want to acquire 10 acres of land or more where we can build something for our family, couple trailer houses out there for the mama-in-laws and the kids and everybody, where we can all come together and continue to build our family legacy up, right? And then, of course, continue to ensure that there's no debt preventing us from growing our wealth as a family, because we don't want to sell Big Mama's house out there. Make sure you're building wealth and thinking about how you can acquire assets that can be passed down generationally, because I got 2 grandbabies now, so they are my heart. And so those are the personal goals and professional goals that I have for myself. As far as contacting me, again, bethevictor.us, be the victor. So be the victor in your own life, bethevictor.us. Also on YouTube, I have a YouTube channel, Create Your Future Self on YouTube. And then you see my spelling of my name, Victor Vonico Johnson, on LinkedIn. That's where I drop my Mindset Monday post. Every Monday, I'm giving inspirational nuggets to get people excited about Mondays again and moving forward towards their goals. So those are a few ways you can contact me.
Man, Victor, it has been an absolute pleasure, sir.
Yes.
And one more time, tell us how we can get your book, Proven Pathways to Wealth and Happiness.
On Amazon.com, we're on Kindle. We also have the audio book, which I recorded myself, and the paperback on bethevictor.us. You can get that now. And I did want to say one real quick thing. I actually may have an outlet to help with donating some laptops to those 12th graders that you guys want to impact. So let's definitely stay connected. You guys have been so gracious for me, and I want to find a way that I can give back to this community, because Black Business Network, this has been amazing. So thank you.
Absolutely. Mr. Victor Vonico Johnson. It has been an absolute pleasure and honor connecting with you, my brother. We will definitely connect. I will send you my information, and we'll definitely connect, okay?
Thank you, sir. Continue to do what you're doing, man. You are a shining light, my brother.
Thank you, sir. Genius is coming. I will see you on the other side. Wow, what an absolute awesome gentleman, Mr. Victor Vonico Johnson. Listen, he just talked about the laptop, so he has a resource there for us. But listen, we need you to help us as well, because the Black Business Expo's mission is to raise funds for high school seniors going to college or K through 12 entrepreneurs. This expo is a fundraiser for students, and you can go if you want to help us. We need your help. Please go to blackbusinessexpousa.com. That's blackbusinessexpousa.com to donate to the scholarship fund, or you can use the Cash App that's on the screen below, which is $BBXUSA. That's BBX USA. Our goal is to give laptops and up to $5,000 to 10 students. And the students, you all can register as well. Boom, go to blackbusinessexpousa.com and you can register there, students, so that we can assist you as well. Listen, family, every dollar counts. Oftentimes we think that maybe I don't have $100 or $500 or $300. Listen, every dollar counts. So we want to remind you to please donate to the scholarship fund. We want to thank our Black Business Expo USA sponsors for today. That's NC100, Moody Capital Partners, Suede Soul, The Hello LLC, Lotus Riche Coaching and Training, Carolina, Virginia Minority Supplier Development Council, Step Management, 5-Star BDM Media, Barbara H. Smith, LLC, Margie McLean Foundation, Incorporated, Genius is Common, Earth Essentials, Elaine Shawnee Global, Executive Women's Success Institute, The Quality Coaching Company, Superwoman Business Services, Creative Force Studios, Lee Entertainment, Artistic App Design, and of course, Black Business Expo USA. Once again, family, this is G. Hightower, Chief Strategist and CEO of Real Love Nation. Genius is coming. I'll see you on the other side.
What if you could build your own city? A place where every child can find nurturing people to help them achieve their full potential. A place where every adult can access job training support, where health education is abundant, where social justice ruled the land. A place without limitations. Welcome. You have arrived at STEM City USA. It is what every city should be. A safe and trusted community where you find people and resources to help you become everything you are and beyond. STEM City is unlike anything you have ever experienced. It is a digital twin of the world around you, only better. STEM City is about energy and soul renewal. It is more than a digital world. You can almost feel the power of live cultural events, music, and theater. STEM City promises a better future for children with caring mentors and hands-on activities with dedicated tutors to support our youth. STEM City is your passport to a healthy lifestyle with weekly events addressing our community's many issues. STEM City is your financial well-being with helpful information on wealth management, career advancement, job training, and so much more. STEM City is the community you deserve. It is the city where your dreams can come true. STEM City USA, a place in the sky that is accessible to all who reach for the stars.
I am from Washington, D.C., but I was raised in Durham, North Carolina. I came to Durham when I was about 5 or 6. And then I traveled back and forth to DC because it's where my people are from. One of the unique things about my family is my mother, she's also an artist. She does quilting. And she does a lot of artistic things. And then my son, he draws with both hands, his right hand and his left hand like I do. So that's kind of a family trait. And then my other son, he's a videographer, and my daughter, she works, she's a regional vice president for Sunglasses. When you start out drawing and sketching, you want to continue to explore, you know, each avenue. I do pastels, I do pen and ink, I do painting, I do acrylics. I haven't done oils yet, but I try to do all facets of art. What I say to a lot of times to people is, you know, you can't put yourself in a box when you're an artist. You have to explore. And over the course of my life, I've tried to explore different mediums. I also do sculpture as well. I choose my subjects by the intensity that they have in their faces, or the intensity that somebody is moving, because I do more than portrait drawings. I also do I do abstract, and then I do figurative drawing also. Well, what happened in this particular show is that I started out trying to come up with something that would be a little bit different than what everybody else is doing. So I was working on a Barack Obama show, and they wanted me to do some paintings of Barack. And so what I did was, because of the deadlines, I kind of did it kind of fast. And then I realized when I was doing it fast, I enjoyed it. And so then I started doing other pieces the same way, and I started to enjoy those pieces also. And so I came up with this particular style. And it's a style of lines and colors. And what's interesting is that when I was in college, I did a show called Lines, Colors, and I talked about the boldness of the blacks, the hotness of the whites, and this is how this has come about, you know, later on in my life. And the colors comes from a lot of the entertainers that I work with, where they wear different colors. They don't wear, you know, your plain reds or your whites. They wear different colors, and so that's also another piece of what's giving me the colors. The subtitle of this show is Faces That Speak Life. That's real critical. Faces that speak life. Each one of these pieces is a life source and a life energy that's being put on display for people that are looking at it. You know, I always say in terms of my art, it's not important that I draw them. It's important what you get out of what I draw. You know, I don't try to just draw it because you like it. People wanted me to do prints. I didn't do prints. You know, people asked me to do different people, but the people that I choose are people that make a difference in the lives of people in the world. So the human landscape idea was, again, as I say, the lines represent your emotions, it represents your ideas, and it represents your journey as a human being. And that's why you get the different pieces and the different looks. And as you notice, I try not to do one look that looks alike another look. And that's what's the most important part of this show.